というわけでバスケの時間です。無事 NBA に入ってね、ウィザーズに入ったところからですね。で、次の試合がヒューストンロケッツということで、大型トレードがね、ジョン・ウォールとラッセル・ウェストブルックのトレードをしたチームですね。超大物ガードをね、トレードということで、ポイントガードっていうのはやっぱりチームのね、司令塔になってくるので、それを即に入れ替えたという、ね、チームですね。だいぶ、実際の方もどうなるかよくわかんないけど、見ていきましょうじゃない、プレイしていきましょう。どっちもモルがね、怪我がちだったということで、これに出していいんですが、
Starting at the other forward position, standing 6'8", number 8.
ラスの方はね、だいぶウィザーズに馴染みそうな感じはするんですが、対してロケッツの方はね、ウォールとハーデンがちょっと合わないような気がすると言われてますね。もうすぐシーズン始まるけれども、今でもでかいという思いが欲しいなというロケッツですね。
And on tap tonight, it's the Houston Rockets going up against the Washington Wizards here in Capital One Arena. This is Kevin Harlan with Greg Anthony and Clark Kellogg and our sideline reporter David Aldridge. DA, it's all yours.
Kevin, thanks very much. James Harden has led the league in points per game the last 3 seasons. And the Beard said, honestly, it's not even about me scoring. Teams are playing me for the pass. I just try to make the best play, and whether that's scoring or passing, every game is different. Kevin, back to you.
DA, he is dangerous in both facets. He's hard to stop. Here's the starting group for Houston. Harden and Gordon are out on the wing. Christian Wood is out there with DeMarcus Cousins, and it's Wall in at the 1. And for the Wizards, we've got Rui Hachimura. Bradley Beal is out there with Russell Westbrook. Then there's Brown, and it's Wagner in at the 5 spot. Greg, in 1991, you were drafted 12th overall. Talk about early expectations as a first-round pick. Your son going through it right now.
Yeah, no doubt. Listen, everyone wants to see what you got. And also, you want to prove that you belong. And so, because of that, though, and especially in the days...
私はまだベンチです。
Bryant is checked in for Washington. Junior comes in for Troy Brown. The Rockets also changing it up. PJ Tucker, he's checked in for Cousins. Daniel House comes in for Christian Wood. And it's Gerald Green in for Eric Gordon. Harden's shot is good.
You know, tremendous and wonderful balance from Harden. This dude could have been a running back of the highest caliber with his size, dexterity, and balance. Never lets the defense get him out of his rhythm.
Back to Westbrook. To the paint. Here's Beal. Solid play in the low block, and that one's good. Beal's got 8.
Can't let Beal get that comfortable because he's so efficient once he gets in that area.
And here's Wall outside. Bryant with the rebound. Washington leading now by 5. And a wide open look for Junior. It's good. He makes his first shot of the game.
Crazy to think just how recently Junior took up basketball. We know he's a raw talent and was a football player back in high school. That's one reason why the upside is so high.
You know, Greg, you think of guys like Duncan, Embiid, the Dream. They all started playing basketball late as well, and Junior could follow their path. Hachimura, and that comes off the assist by Russell Westbrook. Hachimura's got his second basket.
And the story here, Kevin, early on is how well they've shot the basketball.
Very high percentage so far, and if you want to start a game hot, that's the way to do it.
It's stolen by Hachimura. Here's Junior. Sinks the triple. And it's a 10-point Wizards lead.
And the defense looks soft early on. They've got to sum it up. A little more sense of urgency.
Yeah, they've got to do a little more to disrupt their offensive rhythm.
And Harden wide open. He shoots. Offline with his three. And so it's Beal. He'll bring it up for the Wizards.
And Hachimura's given name, Rui, means fortress in Japanese. And that's what he looks like out there. He's worked hard in the weight room, sports a solid frame with a terrific core and that great lower body strength.
All with it. The game against Oklahoma City, very impressive. That one goes in, and you combine Hachimura's power with that 7'2" wingspan, Greg. He's physically built to succeed in a positionless NBA.
And add to that, Kevin, he's got solid athleticism along with a versatile skill set. Hachimura still needs to work on creating off the dribble, shooting the jump shot with consistency, but with his work ethic, there's a good chance he turns those into strengths.
Harden surveying the D. In the hoop for his third make from the field. He's 3 for 4 thus far in the contest. Looking at Washington, they took the win in their last game out against the Spurs in San Antonio. Pass to Bryant. Shoots over Tucker. Here's Junior. Uses the glass to finish the layup. Junior's got his third basket of the night.
And this has been a great job of just getting into the middle of that defense and really scoring effectively from the paint.
Harden outside. Had a chance there to cut it to single digits, but it's off target. Passes it to Hachimura. Down it goes for his third basket in as many tries.
I like their focus coming in. Terrific execution so far.
And, you know, it's an all-out effort they've come in with. Very aggressive offense so far.
Wall against Bryant. Wall, no luck.
The shot's there for him, and he's got to take it. I don't care if he doesn't convert. That's a shot he has to continue to take.
Junior kicks to Westbrook. And he banks in the layup. Westbrook's got 8.
Excellent job that time by Westbrook. Spots a weakness and then burst right to exploit it.
Now a timeout called by Houston.
Trying to stem the tide here.
Yeah, you know, they had to do something, anything to stop this run. You can't just let it go on any longer.
For the Wizards, Davis Bertans checks in for Rui Hachimura. Avdia comes in for Beal, and it's Ish Smith in for Russell Westbrook. House the pass to Clemens. Pass to Green. Jacks up a 3. Rebound by the Wizards. This, of course, their first opportunity to play Houston this season.
And with this matchup being an East versus West affair, it will be the first of only 2 meetings between the teams.
And, you know, there's always a bit of a filling out process in that first game between opponents. A lot different than when you played a team you're familiar with.
And you can't help but pick their defense apart. They're completely in disarray.
Well, everything's coming too easily. I mean, at some point defensively, you have to take something away.
And it goes out of bounds. Last touch by Green. Here's Smith. There's 37 seconds left to play in the first quarter. Bertans in the post. Misses from short range. Guys are looking for a spark here.
Yeah, a cold stretch offensively, for sure. And the pass there floated it up to the precise spot it needed to be.
And no messing around on the finish. He powers it through.
And that's an alley-oop that'll be loop-to-loop all day long on the highlight reel.
And here's Smith. Nothing yet on the scoreboard for him. Three-pointer. He can't get that one to fall. And a double-digit lead on the scoreboard as we end the first quarter of play. Wizards lead by 16. Yep. Naturally a ball-dominant player. James Harden talked to...
Yeah, that's the goal.
Toにかくその人と同じといけない。
The ball is something that I'm comfortable doing. Like I'm able to catch and shoot. I'm able to play off, on the wings.
Giving their offense another dynamic.
And it also helps him preserve some energy for those big moments in the big games.
And glad to have you with us, folks. Second quarter of basketball. This game has not exactly been neck and neck, but plenty of time left in this one. And for the Wizards here, they've been putting on a show, guys.
An impressive start. They came in with a well-conceived game plan and have executed.
Yeah, you know what? Makes it really easy for the coaching staff in that case. No adjustments needed. Just keep on keeping on.
Taking a look at the Rockets. We've got DeMarcus Cousins. And it's Green in a shooting guard. Walla passes to Cousins. 6 on the shot clock. That one's in. His first bucket of the game. He's 1 for 2.
Cousins imposing his will that time against pretty good defense.
And keeping us updated from the sideline, let's swing it over to David Aldridge.
Well, guys, we all know that there are some people who dislike James Harden's style of play. They're bored watching him shoot free throws. He said, I see how teams guard me and find ways to exploit it. I just outthink the game, and I'm faulted for it. Kevin, that may be, but it's hard to argue with the results. Back to you.
You're right, one of the top scorers in league history, David. Thanks for that report. And Cobb gets it to go.
And I like the fact that he really was unfazed by that scoreless first quarter, and now you can see him getting into a rhythm.
Here's the pass to Cousins. And they double up Cousins. Clemens, no good.
+8 in the rebound differential. One more reason why they're in control.
Yeah, double-digit advantage on the scoreboard. They've taken the initiative. They've played, I think, with more purpose so far.
2 minutes now played in the second quarter. Here's Clemens. 14 points from him the last game against Oklahoma City. He gets that one. House has got 4 points this quarter.
I don't know what's happening defensively, but they're not putting up any resistance.
I tell you what, it reminds me of one of my college coaches. He used to say, that ain't going to get it done. That's 5 straight baskets in the paint now.
Count it, good.
This team knows to feed Cobb every chance they get. He's just so reliable.
Kicks it to House. Passed in Waba. Houston moving it around. Here's Cousins. The shot comes out. Now the Wizards take it the other way. Their last game, a win against San Antonio, looking to carry that into this one.
Yeah, those road games are tricky, but they had a good strategy going in and stuck to what they do best.
Yeah, game balls all around in that one. A terrific team effort. They trusted in their system and executed well to get the win.
Cobb with the steal. Pushing it up. And the dunk by Cobb.
You will not find anything selfish about how Junior plays because this guy is always focused on making the right play for his team.
Here's Clemens. No points in the game yet for him. Passes to Cousins. Shoots over Cobb. The Rockets again can't hit.
That's a shot he's got to hit. You don't get many looks better from that range.
Beyond the arc. And the Wizards hit again from deep.
This is some kind of performance we're seeing from him today. He has yet to miss a shot.
Timeout called, the Rockets. Greg, you've always said to have a winning team, you need franchise players. Talk about the specific qualities you look for in those superstars that can catapult a team to greatness.
It's a great question, Kevin. Talent really isn't enough. You know, whether you lead vocally or by example, the agenda has to be winning, and your best players really define who your team is going to be. So the franchise caliber player is a much needed asset.
Mo Wagner's checked in for Washington. Troy Brown comes in for Ish Smith.
Boy, Cousins doing a nice job using his strength on the drive to draw the foul and overpower a defender there.
First trip to the free throw line for him tonight. Washington's going to sublime 4 of 4 from three-point range since we've gotten in here in the second quarter. Junior the pass to Cobb. Pass to Wagner. Brown outside. The Wizards need to get a shot off here. And that one's good, Wagner.
How many times have we seen a possession like that from them today? Ending with a basket, coming off a pretty pass.
Well, when you look at the assist totals, heck, they've been clearly the better team.
Count the bucket, and he's got a free throw coming up as well.
I mean, the number of points they've scored in the paint already here is eye-opening.
And a look now at how the offensive approach has been going here so far for the Wizards.
They've been making some really nice passes out there. Excellent passing. That could set the tone for the rest of the game.
And the other thing that's been equally as effective is the fact that they've gotten out on the fast break. A lot of points coming in transition.
Out of bounds, Washington takes possession. Wizards making a switch here. Junior with it. He's against Green. And finish off by Bryant.
Oh, big finish. Emphatic.
He hangs on the rim just for good measure. Wow.
Well, I guess there's nothing wrong with a little bit of showboating here and there.
Here's House. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
And they're getting to the line a lot in this quarter, guys, and it hasn't been by accident.
Yeah, I don't think it's an accident that aggressiveness correlates with playing better. So the aggressiveness is starting to pay off.
Wizards leading by 20. The pass to Junior. They double him with Green. Back to Smith. Outside for Beal. Yes, and it's Smith with the assist that time. And that's now 11 points for Beal.
That's how you pass the pumpkin. I mean, Smith really keeps his head on the swivel to get that ball over to his open teammates.
24 seconds left now here in the second. Here's Harden. He dishes it to Tucker. Off to a good start as he hits his first shot attempt.
Hey, we know Harden can score it, but he also has great vision.
Smith against Harden. Smith the pass to Junior. Beal gets a wide open look, and the Wizards hit again from deep.
Unwilling to let up even for a moment. That's his killer instinct, just fanning the flame.
Yeah, I love the fact he doesn't play the score. He just...
Thanks so much, David, and we'll step away briefly, but get you right back. And there wasn't too much drama in the first half, but maybe things will tighten up here in the second. Guys, subs for the Wizards. Bertanis, he's checked in for Hachimura. Cobb comes in for Brown. And Junior subbed in for Russell Westbrook. Here's Clemens. He has 5. It doesn't go for him. Nice D from Bryant.
A good board there, Kevin, but overall they're getting slightly out-rebounded.
And that's a good place to start if you're going to try to find your way back into this game. Get to work on the glass.
Cobb is out there with Junior. Then there's Bradley Beal. Then there's Davis Bertans. And it's Bryant in at center. That's the group on the floor right now for Washington. Clemens, no good. The Wizards have gone 7 for 16 the second half from the field, shooting a bit under 50%. Here's Beal. And that's a foul called on Davis Bertans. That's his first foul.
Offensively, defensively, they are in total control.
And don't leave out the coaching staff here now. I mean, their game plan has been perfect.
Defense doesn't get much better than the mobile one block we just saw on replay.
And that'll give them a jolt. Nothing like a rejection to light a fire on you.
And Washington making a change here. Diaz checked in. Bryant trying to free himself up. And it's Junior missing. Houston's gone into the three-point range 4 times since halftime and buried 2 of them. Here's Clemens. He has 7. Here's Mwaba over to the left wing. No good with the triple.
And this quarter, he has clearly been off the mark.
And Junior gets it to go on the assist by Khan. Junior's got 4 this quarter.
Yeah, that's the 3rd bucket in a row from the paint. This defense needs to clog those lanes in the middle.
That's his first personal foul.
Greg, you're the all-time assist leader for the Big West Conference. In that frame, talk about some of the traits that make for a good floor general, a good point guard, a good facilitator.
Yeah, I mean, listen, you have to be a leader because that's what the position calls for. Unselfishness, instincts, that stuff matters. But ultimately, your teammates got to feel like you play for them. And that's when you have a chance as a team to be special.
I'm assuming you've always been like that. Am I correct?
No, that is not
really?
true.
Wow.
I evolved into a leader. In all seriousness, I think some guys are natural. Others, like myself, had to evolve into it. Just a solid performance on the interior. The rebounding has been off the charts.
Yeah, you look across the board, it's actually sizing up, shaping up to be a great game. I mean, strong performances throughout, and they've really been strong on the glass.
Boy, you have to be impressed with the offensive production. They have got it firing on all cylinders.
And, you know, the lead just keeps growing. I mean, this game is not going to get out of their grip. They're going to keep pulling away.
Smith checked in for Cobb. Here's Clemens. He's got 9. They get it again. Controls the rebound and puts it back up and in.
And those second chance points really become almost like bonus points when you can get them.
Urchinus lost contact on the shot, and now a three-point play chance as he'll head to the line.
They're consistently finding ways to get the ball inside and taking full advantage.
Pretty clear, it's smash mouth basketball. Pound that thing inside.
Here's Green, and the layup falls. Green's got his second basket of the game.
Tell you, it helps when Green capitalizes from there, guys, because what it does is prove he's more than just a jump shooter.
Pass to Bryant. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
Wow, he got whacked on that one. Shouldn't be much debate there.
Blatant contact. Straightforward call. Simple.
Mo Wagner's checked in for Washington.
And if they continue, Kevin, their outstanding free throw shooting, that'll help them seal the deal.
Yeah, they've not missed a single foul shot this half, and that's taking care of business, fellas.
Here's Clemens. Off the mark there with the three-point shot.
Misfires again, and the ball just refuses to cooperate with it. Tough day so far.
Clearly a foul.
Yeah, he took a shot there, earned those free throws.
And a look at how the offensive approach has been going here so far for the Wizards.
And I like how they've taken the high percentage shot in the paint. In that first half, we saw them doing it, and they've continued to succeed as the game has worn on.
They haven't wasted time getting the ball up the court tonight either, and it's resulted in a lot of fast break points. Clearly the defense could have been better there, guys, but he also needs to convert that.
He lobs up the alley-oop pass. And it's Houston on the break. It's House outside. Drills it from outside. House has got 5 points now in the quarter.
Well, the first thought from the D there was to protect the rim, so good idea to take the three in transition.
Smith surveying the D, passes it to Wagner.
You're not going to see that very often. Plenty of space, but he just, let's face it, he whiffs on that one.
Here's Clemens. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass. Clemson's got 11.
And you're going to take as many of those high percentage shots as you can get.
And that corner three, a cornerstone of P.J. Tucker's game. Takes and makes them as much as anybody in the league.
And Greg, how about this little factoid? Back at the University of Texas, he only shot 4 triples in 3 seasons. Floor spacing was not a part of his game. It was about getting that thing in the paint. But to his credit, and it's an example for all young players, through hard work, that short corner has become his bread and butter shot. Talk about a total transformation from no threes to being a dead-eye corner 3 shooter.
And he just bangs down the one-hander.
2 very easy points right here.
He'll take those all day long.
Count it! And he'll have a chance for a 3-point play. Wagner, and so he's picked up his final foul. And he will sit for the rest of this game. Beals checked in for Mo Wagner. The free throw drops for Green.
And even though they're down, they are putting on a show at the free throw line.
Yeah, they're making the most of their opportunities at the stripe, and they'll need to keep it up to take the lead.
And again, the turnover by the Wizards. Houston making some changes. DeMarcus Cousins, he's checked in for Daniel House. And it's James Harden in for Green. Harden outside. To shoot. Teardrop shot. He lays it in. He's got 15.
And this is the time they wanted to mount the rally and get back into it.
Exactly. I mean, it had to happen here in the third. Now they've got the run going, and I think they've got to keep it going now.
And so it's Washington finishing the quarter up by a... And let's go back to a terrific pass that we're calling tonight our State Farm assist of the game.
Just true artistry right there. I mean, great decision on where to go with the ball, and how about the perfect delivery.
And they love to see every possession end this way. True team basketball.
And there have been 2 very different performances from these teams today as we get going in quarter number 4. So on the floor for Houston, the forwards are Gordon and Tucker. Then it's Harden. Then there's DeMarcus Cousins, and it's Clemens in at the point. Pass to Junior. You know, you look at the 2020 class for the Basketball Hall of Fame, Greg, some great names, headlined by Kevin Garnett, Tim Duncan, Kobe Bryant. I mean, historic players.
And all the more emotional, Kevin, having Kobe enshrined after his tragic passing. But when you look at the accomplishments of this class, arguably the most decorated that the Hall of Fame has ever seen.
And Greg, you've gotten a bird's eye view, you've gotten a front court view, you've had a chance to be alongside these Hall of Fame players.
Incredible talents, great people, and truly they've been terrific ambassadors for our game.
And for the Rockets, they're shooting certainly a key for them in this one. 55% from the field. The pass to Clemens. Back to Harden. That's his 6th field goal today, and that makes him now 6 for 11.
Yeah, a volume shooter, and Harden is aggressive and assertive at really trying to jumpstart himself. And when he does, watch out.
And the dunk by Hachimura.
And not the prototype power forward, but he has tremendous athletic ability.
The Rockets have gone 2 of 3 from the field to get the 4th quarter started. Harden outside. Lays it up and banks it in. Harden's got 19 points.
And they've shown a little extra hustle on the offensive glass here in the second half. Second chance points are starting to add up for them, and they can use every one of them.
Back to Smith. Out to the right wing. Pass to Hachimura. That one off the back iron and out.
I guess even he has to miss one of those once in a while.
And the jam by Harden.
Now, you can't sleep on this guy's finishing ability. He loves getting room to throw it down on you. And he'll put you in a poster if you're ready.
And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. So you hear about the extinction of great NBA big men. Do you see it, though? And so it's Washington easily grabbing this one. They won this game going away. They were the better basketball team by far tonight.
And you got to commend this sort of dominance, particularly here at home. It's a great feeling when you play almost a perfect game and to have that crowd be so pumped up.
Well, folks, that's going to do it for now. For Greg Anthony, Clark Kellogg, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan. Thanks for watching this presentation of the
とりあえずかけましたね。何？パートナーシップを結ぶ。うん。インセンティブを選択。スリーポイント。スリーポイント3本。
こんばんは。
こんばんは。今日もバスケです。あとは、ダンマーは、どれにしようかな。これで。I might tell a colors water on water, Katrina right there like it's tennis, no cap 20 down on the down. I just put up with a diva, she bougie as they be leeching, they say that it's cheaper to It's
another installment of Your Best Blocks, brought to you by Mobile One.
Ready to rock with blocks? It's the 2K MC, here with your top plays of the week. This week's top plays are all about rim protecting and epic rejecting. Let's see who brought us. First, it's that boy Juan 9.
And the Wizards ready to get to work on their home court. This was earlier today as they came through the tunnel. A stunning view of Capitol Hill from high above. We're here in the seat of the U.S. government, Washington, D.C. Welcome aboard, everybody. This is Wednesday Night Basketball of the NBA on 2K Sports. This is Kevin Harlan, and by my side, Chris Webber and Greg Anthony from the sideline. Hall of Famer David Aldridge. D.A., take it away.
Kevin, good evening. Karl Anthony Towns is certainly the franchise player now for the Timberwolves. Cat said, you lead by action and you lead by words. I'm more of the action guy. When things get tough, I've got to be the guy that leads the charge. Kevin, he knows his role and he knows his place atop the Wolves franchise.
Knows it very well, D.A. Thank you so much. And checking out Minnesota's opening lineup. Hollis Jefferson is out there with Karl Anthony Towns. Then there's Edwards. And there's D'Angelo Russell. And it's Culver in at the 3, the small forward. And for Washington, we've got Troy Brown. Russell Westbrook out there with Bradley Beal. Then there's Davis Bertans. And it's Wagner. Substitute group getting ready for the Wizards. Thomas Bryant, he's checked in for Mo Wagner. Hachimura comes in for Bertans. Cobb's checked in for Troy Brown. And Junior subbed in for Russell Westbrook. Minnesota also making some changes. Juan Hernangomez, he's checked in for Hollis Jefferson. Malik Beasley comes in for Edwards. And Ricky Rubio subbed in for D'Angelo Russell. And last season, Karl Anthony Towns shooting over 40% from three-point range with over 8 attempts a game. I mean, Greg, he is in the conversation, don't you think, for best three-point shooting center of all time?
It's amazing, Kevin. His volume of threes is unprecedented for the same position. And it's not just standstill. Catch and shoot triples. He's hitting step backs. He could have that title when it's all said and done.
Towns for three. That's good. It's Rubio with the assist. Towns has got 8.
And an eye for an eye. Both teams working to stretch the floor.
Well, these days, so much emphasis on the perimeter game, but you can see why after that sequence.
Junior the pass to Beal. Free throw line jump shot, and he drops that one in. He has 7.
Well, he's smart at taking what he sees. When you give Bill this look, he jumps all over it.
Beasley outside. Rubio looking around.
Nice work on the glass, but his defense was even better. Really has an impact on that shot.
And the dunk by Cobb.
We've seen Bill evolve as a playmaker, including how he spots his open teammates.
Pass to Towns. Kicks it to Culver. A 3-ball. And another 3 for Minnesota.
And the lack of effort to fight over the screen there makes that an easy shot.
We see this all too often. You have to be willing to put in the work.
Here's Cobb. And it's off from three-point range. Minnesota in the lead. Beasley outside. And stolen by Junior. And here we go. Fast break. Junior's got it. Well, Greg, we know what kind of energy that Junior plays with on the floor. That's led to energy company Mobile One reaching out for him to be a spokesman.
It just feels like all the Fortune 100 companies are reaching out to Junior. This guy's destined for greatness, and the offers are just rolling in.
They get the rebound. Culver kicks to Towns. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Second shot opportunity. Bryant with the rebound.
That's a shot they're always happy to get, even when he blows the finish.
Hachimura the pass to Junior. Pass to Cobb. Now here is Hachimura. Covered by Beasley. Hachimura no good.
Not sure what the D was doing there. Clearly a breakdown. You can ill afford to give a guy like him that good a look.
I'll tell you what, I'm not sure these guys can keep this up.
Yeah, so far both teams have been outstanding at the offensive end. We've got a lot of game left to play.
Timberwolves shooting at a nice 53% rate to start the game. They're sticking to the campaign. Here's Rubio. Not a good performance from him in that loss to Philadelphia.
For a player who's almost a sure thing to score in tight, that was a stunner.
And they pick up 2.
Yeah, 3 consecutive field goals have come right at the rim. The D had better start buckling down.
And Rubio kicks to Culver. 1:49 left in the first quarter. The kick out to Towns. And that one off the back of the rim and in. 10 points for Karl Anthony Towns. Washington trailing. Now, here's Junior. He had 16 points in the win against Houston. Beal with it. Hits from the high post. Beal's got the game tied up here for the Wizards.
Look at the precision from Bill. It's just incredible. He loves slashing his way through the team.
Beasley outside. Over in the corner. Kicks it out to Rubio. No good on the 3. The Wizards shooting it very well as they shake off the rust here. 54% from the field. Cobb. Nice spin off the left rim and in. Cobb's got his second basket of the night.
The coaching staff encourages Cobb to take pull-up J's. I mean, they know it helps his confidence.
And there's the pass to Towns. Beasley for three. Beal pulls it in. Beal's got 4 rebounds in this game. And the Wizards getting another bucket right there.
Moving it around, 8 of their last 10 coming off assists.
They've been looking out of sync offensively.
Yeah, their offense has ground to a standstill.
Here's Rubio. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line.
You know, for all the talk about Rubio's passing, I think one thing that gets overlooked is his defense. Both his on the ball and defensive rebounding are very strong for the point guard position. And that's the norm for him. He's pretty much automatic when he's at the line.
Smith against Rubio. Smith the pass to Avdia. In the corner, it's Junior. Now Avdia. And it is good at the buzzer. Wow.
Ringing the bell. That's the way to close the quarter.
You see this so often. Why? Ended the period with a three-point attempt.
Bradley Beal, he's been the guy making things happen for the Washington Wizards. He comes away with 11 points in the quarter.
Being yourself, being in your comfortable setting, and in an arena packed full of your own fans rooting and cheering you on. That's constant motivation and just energy, that puts us into this mindset that we have to win at home.
Greg, it goes without saying just how important playing at home is.
It's a matter of pride, making your opponent feel uncomfortable. 2 advantages that erode when you lose in your own house.
And hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. Halfway through the first half in this one. And let's quickly break down the game we've seen from the Wizards, guys.
Yeah, in that first period, they looked to push in transition at every opportunity.
With the game being fast-paced these days, you can expect this from a lot of teams, but they did it very well.
Hachimura and Bryant are in the middle. Junior's out there with this Smith. And it's Avdia in at the 3. That's the group starting the second quarter for the Wizards. Here's Towns. And good work on the boards. They pick up the second chance points. Towns has got 12 in the game. Washington leading now by 6. Okay, well, let's check in with David Aldridge reporting from the sidelines.
Hey, Kevin. The Timberwolves were fined last season for resting D'Angelo Russell on the road in a nationally televised game. Minnesota said, we're a player-centric organization that's focused on learning and optimizing their players' bodies. Guys, they do seem willing to pay a fine here or there to protect their players' health. Back to you.
Well, as a player, how couldn't you like that? Always watching out for it. David, thank you for that one. Rubio against Smith. Now, here's Rubio. D right on him. Towns, wide open. You can't get that one. And the Wizards now going the other way. Coming into this, having notched a win against the Rockets in their last game.
Yeah, I mean, we saw them do a little bit of everything in that game. Showed a lot of versatility.
Yeah, the offense looked cohesive last night. Whatever challenge the opposition presented, they answered confidently.
Washington shooting their first foul shots of the night here.
Well, I think Junior's big X factor has always been his natural ability. It seemed like there's nothing he can't do and no upward limit to his athleticism.
Here's what Washington's going with right now. Mo Wagner comes in for Thomas Bryant, and Troy Brown subbed in for Hachimura. Passes it to Edwards. Over Junior. Edwards can't hit. Wizards leading by 8. And a wide open look for Junior. Off target there, that would have pushed the lead to double digits. Feeds it to Towns. Nice ball movement by Minnesota. The Timberwolves again can't hit. For Washington, they've gone 1 of 3 to start out the second quarter. Junior the pass to Wagner. And he goes in for the dunk.
And Coach can thank Junior's vision for this one. Watches how the floor is moving and spots the open man.
Some tough offensive sets. They want to turn it around.
Yeah, right now you just need a bucket to get some momentum.
It's stolen by Smith. Towns with the steal. Outside, Russell. Pass to Edwards. Outside, Towns. And once again off the mark by Minnesota.
And you don't want to give up that kind of look too often. And the Timberwolves have made it clear Karl Anthony Towns is their franchise player. He's the guy.
Here's Edwards. It's hauled in by Brown.
He has shot them in the foot with his inability to make shots tonight.
Smith kicks to Junior. Lets it go from the wing. A rebound by the Timberwolves. And we've heard Towns for years pronouncing his happiness with the Timberwolves. Last season, Greg, as the losses piled up, some rumors that he was getting frustrated.
Well, we've seen this pattern with the Timberwolves before, right? Kevin Garnett, Kevin Love, all-star big man who ended up leaving the Twin Cities to win titles.
And the Wizards making a change here. Wizards have been successful on 3 of their 4 free throw attempts up to this point. Free throw, no good for Beal.
And did you see the maturation of Beal over time? I mean, I noticed it. He added more wrinkles and dimensions to his game. He's an impressive two-guard.
Culver kicks to Rubio. Now, here's Culver. He's covered by Beal. And that one, good.
Culver has an array of moves once he gets into the paint.
Now, here's Junior. Defense is right there. And a wide open look for Hachimura. That one's good from the corner.
That's when the double team hurts the defense. I mean, when they're guarding a player smart enough to pass out of it and find the man left alone.
Pass to Towns from downtown. It's that one to fall. That's his 6th field goal. He has shot the ball 12 times.
And they may be leaning a little too heavily on the three-pointer when there are better looks to be had inside.
Junior, and he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline. Timberwolves trail by 18. 3 seconds separate the shot clock and game clock. Rubio misses.
And he's been way off the mark this quarter. It's been ugly.
And that one's good, Junior.
Court awareness improving over time. Hachimura demonstrating some nice passing instincts.
And here's Rubio. Here's Towns. That's good. It's Rubio with the assist. Rubio's got his 3rd assist on the night.
And the lack of effort to fight over the screen there makes that an easy shot.
So as we conclude the first half, so far, fairly one. And as we dive into the second half, we'll find out if the next 2 quarters are any different. Washington going with a whole new group here. Big group substitution now for Minnesota. Juan Hernan-Gomez, he's checked in for Hollis Jefferson. Okogie comes in for Culver. Beasley's checked in for Edwards. And Ricky Rubio subbed in for D'Angelo Russell. So on the floor for Minnesota, they've got Beasley. Also, Ricky Rubio's out there. And it's Hernan-Gomez in at the power forward. For Washington, they've gone 7 of 11, a lucky field goal percentage here in the 3rd. Back to Smith. And the pass to Hachimura. Over Hernan-Gomez. And that one's good. Hachimura. Hachimura's got 6 points.
Now, this is the confidence you love seeing from Hachimura. Shooting without any hesitation. Nice.
Beasley outside.
And all you got to do is look at the rebounding margin as to why they hold the lead.
Yeah, sure. I mean, when you take care of the backboard, you can limit teams to 1 shot.
Well, the first thought from the D there was to protect the rim, so good idea to take the 3 in transition.
He kicks it to Towns. And finished off by Hernan-Gomez.
And how about the quick eyes there from Towns? Finds a hole in the defense and exploits it there with a nice find.
Now, here's Junior. Covered by Beasley. Rob. And the shot goes in. Okogie's got his first points in this one.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
And that one's good, Junior.
Well, this is what Smith does best, keeping his eyes moving to set up the open man.
Minnesota's gone 1 of 2 from beyond the arc since coming out of the break. Passes it to Towns. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. Teams have dynasties, the 90s, Michael Jordan. We've seen it over the many decades. Over the next decade, though, who do you think's going to lead the pack there, Greg?
Ooh, that's a great question. You know, with the way Father Time is treating LeBron, you might have to wait and see because he is still playing at such a high level. But, you know, obviously Giannis has got to be on the short list with the Bucks. For me, I really look at Luka in Dallas. I just feel like with Kristaps Porzingis, that duo could just be deadly with how the game is played. But don't sleep on the Celtics. Tatum and Brown and that group that they have, with the front office they have, man, I think the league overall is going to be in great shape moving forward.
It sure seems that way. Here's Rubio. And the basket is good.
I mean, if the defender is going to play off like that, you know what's going to happen. There are going to be points put on the board.
Junior, the pass to Bryant. That one falls. Bryant's got his first points of the night.
Nice to see Bryant play to his strength. He's powerful, and he can get his way inside.
And the Timberwolves call time here.
And they're committing an awful lot of fouls here, and not of the good variety. You don't want to give up easy layups, sure, but it's been a non-stop parade to the foul line.
Minnesota making a switch here. Reed's checked in. Pass to Okogie. Bounce pass, Rubio. Now, here is Hernan Gomez. Dishes it to Rubio. Clock at 4. Steps back and fires. And he hits the jump shot. Rubio's got his second bucket tonight.
Wow, he doesn't make plays like that very often. That's a nice move inside.
Junior the pass to Hachimura. And there's the feed to Junior. Good for basket number 6 from him in the contest. He's shooting 6 for 12.
He's made the most of the halftime break. He shook off the problems he had the first half, and he started to settle in.
Pass to Hernan Gomez. The dish to Rubio.
The edge on the glass is the difference. It's allowed them to build this lead.
Now, here's Junior. Covered by Rubio. Cobb kicks to Hachimura. Yep, that one goes.
Well, Hachimura does not like to hesitate when he likes a shot. I mean, he gets the mid-range look and drains it.
Beasley, the pass to Reed. Back to Beasley. Nice ball movement by Minnesota. Rubio missing again. Washington's gone 4 of 6 from three-point land since the start of the second half. Junior, and the layup's good off the glass. Junior's got 12 points in just the second half.
Yeah, the chemistry has been terrific. Really impressed with their offensive execution.
And Beasley, here we go. Now the pass to Okogie. To the middle. Beasley up top. Solid as a rock from 20 feet away. Beasley's got 4 points now in the quarter.
Really crisp, intelligent passing to make that basket possible.
And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
And floor spacing is key for any offense. And that's what makes having a center like Bryant so valuable.
Yeah, GA, his confidence from beyond the arc grows every year. Has a smooth shot release, nice touch, can pop it right on the top of pretty much any defender.
That is not possible. What we just, is that possible?
I think it is, Greg. Not probable, but like possible, like you said. Now 8 seconds separate the two clocks. Now here's Junior. He's guarded closely. Good D by Rubio. And it's Rubio with the ball for the Minnesota Timberwolves. Beal against Edwards. Kicks it out to Rubio. From the arc. It's off. The 3 quarters of play all in the books. And this one all but over already. Washington out in front, delivering the blowout. We'll be back shortly, live from Washington. Now let's take a look at our assist of the game presented by State Farm.
And he may not be known as a pass-first guy playing out of the 2 guard.
And Washington has possession. Brown the pass to Junior. Bangs home the trifecta. Junior's got 15 points here in the second half.
And perimeter scoring, I have to imagine it was a topic of discussion at halftime.
But it had to be. These days, you need to stretch the floor somewhat to make everything else work.
Travis Berton's out there with Troy Brown. Then there's Russell Westbrook. Then it's Junior. And it's Wagner in at the center, filling out the middle. That's the group on the floor right now for Washington. Westbrook against Rubio. The shot's good from Westbrook.
Showing muscle. I love how Westbrook takes on all comers when he's trying to score.
Pass to Beasley. Back to Rubio. Launches it. No good from Beasley. Wizards leading by 23. To the right side. Here's Junior. Off target with his 3. Minnesota's gone 3 of 5 from beyond the arc since the final quarter's gotten underway. And it's Beasley, that time in the assist from Rubio. Rubio's got 5 assists in the game. Guys, some great passing from him.
Yeah, everybody's touching it, and you're starting to see the assists pile up because the rhythm is on display offensively.
Back to Westbrook. There's 1:38 left in the fourth quarter. And it's Junior missing. Timberwolves trail by 21. And even 3-on-3 break. And they double up Russell. Beasley with a clean look. And he's good on the 3 ball.
And tonight's battle is going to end with a very clear winner, leaving nothing to chance. Impressive win for the Wizards.
They found a great rhythm from long range.
Yeah, Kevin, every time they left a man open deep, he'd get a good shot at the basket. Didn't hesitate, and that aggression paid off.
And during the long NBA season, each contest important here tonight. Tonight's win will give them 4 on the season.
And so they'll take the first game of the season series, a team they'll only see twice. They're certainly happy to start it off with a win.
And so many times we see someone step up and take charge. And tonight that happened here. It was a nice performance for Junior.
You look at the energy he brought on both ends of the floor, and it's easy to see why he was a difference maker.
Here's what Washington's going with right now. Robin Lopez is checked in for Mo Wagner. Hachimura comes in for Davis Bertans. Abias checked in for Brown. And Raul Neto is subbed in for Russell Westbrook.
And you can sense that these fans, these players, they are ready to celebrate.
And you know they are, sure. I mean, come on, the finish line is in sight. All they have to do is play it smart.
Davis, the pass to Okogie. Timberwolves keep it alive. Davis with the bucket.
Really strong rebounding on the interior, and he gets the easy putback.
They are in complete control.
This is the ultimate definition of the zone. Everything they've done has worked.
5-second differential between the shot clock and the game clock. Pass to Junior. From deep. Offensive rebound. Avdia kicks to Hachimura. Junior with it. so it's Washington easily grabbing this one. It was a tale of two teams tonight, one that was in total control, operating flawlessly, and the other just searching for answers that they could never find.
I mean, the energy here is just so tremendous. Fans involved from the get-go, and once they started to really pour it on, it was fun to see that rhythm and flow from their perspective.
And that's going to do it tonight, folks, for our broadcast. For Greg Anthony, Chris Webber, and David Aldridge, this is...
ウィザーズ始まったら実際結構勝てると思うんだけど、私は本当八村選手注目ですね。もうちょいスリー入んないかな。シミュレーションサボる。
One new face you'll be seeing in-game in the new season is Vernon Carey Jr. Coming from Duke, he's now wearing a Hornets jersey, and as it turns out, he's a big fan of 2K, and he's pretty good on the sticks. We caught up with him after his first week of training. Take a look.
なるほど、理解しました。
That's the United States Supreme Court building here in our nation's capital. We're coming to you today from Washington, D.C. DA, it's all yours.
Kevin, thanks very much. In this era of player empowerment, no aspect is more important than their determination to make sure their voices are heard. As continued cases of social injustice come to light, they refuse to simply shut up and dribble, if you get my meaning. Instead,
much needed indeed, David. Thank you. And now the opening lineup for Detroit. They've got Griffin. Wright is out there with Rose. Then there's Jeremy Grant, and it's Okafor in at the 5 down low. And for the Wizards, Russell Westbrook out there with Bradley Beal. Then it's Troy Brown. Then there's Mo Wagner, and it's Hachimura in at the 4. Well, fans can be impatient, Greg, especially for the fans of teams that are slow to start a season.
And Kevin, the media as well.
Right, right.
I played in New York.
Making some changes. Ryan is checked in for Mo Wagner. Bertanis comes in for Rui Hachimura. And Junior subbed in for Brown. Then for the Pistons, Mason Plumlee's checked in for Okafor. And Hayes subbed in for Derrick Rose.
Wow, the fire, the passion. Russell Westbrook plays the game with such unbridled intensity. The relish he takes in competition on a nightly basis is special.
Here's Griffin. And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle, and 2 shots coming up.
And when he first came into the league, Blake Griffin's dunking made headlines. And while I'm sure he enjoyed that, he was also eager to show that there was more to his game.
Smith checked in for Russell Westbrook. And you know, Greg, in the past, Griffin felt at times criticized as being a one-dimensional player.
I tell you, Kevin, I think he's answered those critics. You look at his passing and his development as a shooter, one of the more complete offensive players in the league.
Here's McKayler. Outside Jackson. There's the lob to Jackson.
And they have owned the paint so far, and the score reflects it.
I know it's early, but you have got to like the dominance down low. Right now, they are playing bully basketball.
And Beal kicks to Smith. And there's the pass to Bertans. The Wizards working the ball around now. And the 3-ball is good. Beal's got 5 now.
Well, excellent concentration from Bryant on the offensive end, actively looking for ways to facilitate for his team.
Here's Griffin. No good there. And it's Washington the other way. They're coming off that win against Minnesota.
I thought they had a solid game plan coming into that one, and then they made good adjustments along the way.
I thought their game plan was really spot on, and we saw that in their scoring more than anything else.
And Beats has quite the all-star roster, don't they, of NBA representatives. You can add Junior now to their list of spokesmen.
From musicians to athletes, Beats has always looked at rising stars to attach their brand. Seeing how he's played, it makes sense that they want to bring Junior into the fold.
No doubt he's struggling right now from the field. Let's see if he can get it going this quarter.
And so it looks like Washington will retain possession here. Washington with the ball. 7-point differential. Back to Smith.
And trailing here in the first, you'd like to see them be a little more aggressive on the offensive glass. They've been beating them to a lot of those loose balls and rebounds here to start.
And Hayes kicks to Griffin. And 2 free throws coming up, unable to get that one to go with all the content.
A primary scorer for his team. Griffin also has a knack for drawing fouls on the way up.
Cobbie's checked in for the Wizards. Wizards trail by 6. Here's Junior. And the Wizards hit again from deep.
And you gotta respect the range of Junior, showing just how dangerous he can be from beyond.
Griffin with it. Coming in off a 41-point performance last game out. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
Well, I tell you what, he earned his money on that foul.
The Pistons shooting their 7th and 8th attempts at the foul line tonight.
And talking about last season, this team hit just 74% of their free throws. I'm sure they were hoping for better than that. And trailing here in the early going, too many careless fouls, and they're giving up a lot of trips to the line.
Junior the pass to Bryant. This is to Junior. Off target from outside. Pistons leading by 5. Now Hayes. He's coming off a 13-point game against Brooklyn.
Yeah, don't forget how great he was drawing contact and getting himself to the free throw line. Picked up a ton of easy points there. I'll tell you, he's trying to help them extend this lead, but it's been a tough night for him individually.
Your son, Cole Gregg, was one of the top high school players in America. A lot of services had him number 1. Talk about what it was like going through the recruiting process as a dad.
You know, it was fun for the most part because he really kind of kept everything in perspective. And the teams we dealt with, the schools we dealt with, man, they were all top-notch. So that process, about as enjoyable as one could ask for. But at the same time, it's still stressful, man. That's still your little guy getting ready to head off to college.
Well, you're a dad and a proud one at that. And here's Junior. He picked up 21 points in their last win against Minnesota. The Wizards with another miss. And it's Jackson with the ball, bringing it up for the Detroit Pistons, leading by 5. Coming off that loss against the Nets.
Rough game defensively. I mean, they lost a lot of the individual matchups, and the help was slow to rotate.
I'll tell you this, if you're going to allow your opponent to make that many shots, you have got to be as solid on the offensive end, and clearly they were not.
Here's Junior, banked in off the glass. Junior's got 9 points.
Well, when you play with Junior's level of desire, you simply do not go down easy.
1:12 left in the first quarter. From outside the arc, hits it from 3-point range.
Outstanding start from 3-point range. Their shooters are on fire.
Wizards trail by 6. Pass to Cobb. Kicks to Junior. 5 on the clock. Washington needs to get a shot off here. Urginus. Rebound, Detroit. This their first look at this year's Washington squad.
And they'll be seeing each other 4 times this year. This is the first meeting looking for a good start in the series.
I think each team obviously will be looking to dictate the tempo and set the tone early.
The Pistons have scored 6 points from their 8 attempts at the line so far. Jeremy Grant, he's checked in for Detroit. So he picks up just 1 from the line that time. Washington has gotten just 2 of 6 to fall from three-point range so far in the first. Here's Junior. Drills the three-pointer. Junior's got a pair of threes now in the first quarter for the Wizards.
Well, the pull-up jump shot keeps the opponents off guard. Junior doing work offensively.
Jackson looking around. Nails the wide-open jump shot. Jackson's got his 3rd basket of the night right there. And so it's the Detroit Pistons with their lead standing at 6 points here at the end of the quarter. Their defense has been very effective in locking down Russell Westbrook. And don't go away. We'll be right back. And if you're just joining us, we've played through 1 quarter in this one. And before we move on, what do you guys think about what we've seen so far from Detroit?
Playing inside out in that first quarter led to some high percentage shots in the paint.
It is great when you can get that established early, because to me it opens up every other aspect of your game.
And now let's check out the lineups courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. Here's the second quarter to play. So on the floor for Washington, they've got Junior. Avdia out there with Davis Bertans. Then there's Cobb, and it's Bryant in at the center position. You can see the talent that Hendricks Cobb possesses. He looks like a player who is bound for stardom.
Cobb has that it factor about him when he plays. Everything comes so easy for him. With his talent and drive, he'll be one of the big names in the NBA soon enough.
Wizards making a switch here. Hachimura is checked in.
And this is why you must clog the lanes. Once Junior spots one, he forces you to be aggressive defensively.
Wizards making a switch here. Wagner's checked in. White, he's checked in for the Pistons. Detroit leading by 4. Passes to Mikhailuk. Back to Hayes. Floats one, and the layup is good.
Well, that's a nice play. You've got to read the situation and go to your floater game when necessary.
Junior with it. Hayes on him. And it's Junior missing. Detroit's gone 3 of 5 from beyond the arc so far tonight. And let's catch up with our sideline reporter, David Aldridge.
Hey, Kevin. Well, Blake Griffin had 2 more knee surgeries last season. Pistons coach Dwayne Casey said that the year before, they rode him like a cheap horse, in Casey's words, to make the playoffs. Griffin acknowledged his load may need managing down the road, saying, "I'm a believer in science. I'm going to listen to them and let them lead the way." Guys?
Smart perspective. David, thank you.
And Coach can thank Junior's vision for this one. Watches how the floor is moving and spots the open man.
Hayes, bounce pass. Here's Grant. And it's Wagner with the rebound. Wizards trail by 4. Here's Junior. Fouled in the act of shooting. Gets the bucket anyway, so a 3-point play chance for him.
And you can only admire the grit that Junior plays with. He's not afraid of a little contact.
Troy Brown's checked in for Washington. Russell Westbrook comes in for Cobb, and the Pistons making a change here as well. Derrick Rose is checked in for Hayes. Here's Rose. And it's off the back rim, no good.
And this is a shot he can definitely make, and the defense not a factor at all.
And that one's good, Wagner. Wagner's got the lead up to 1 now for the Wizards.
Wow, you can't let Wagner get established like that. If he does, scoring is easy.
The Pistons have gotten only 1 of their first 4 shots in the second quarter to drop. Here's Rose. And he can't stop the run as he misses. And here's Brown. He'll bring it up for Washington. Up next for them is the Pacers in Indianapolis. That will be a getaway game for them, a 1-game road trip. Here's Junior. That shot off the mark. And it's Detroit the other way. Outside Rose. And Rose throws it down.
Well, that's one of Derrick Rose's specialties, finishing at the rim. Go ahead and flex those muscles, D. Rose.
Westbrook finds Hachimura. Okafor with the steal. Here's Mikhailuk. He's covered by Brown. Five to shoot. Mikhailuk can't get it to go. For Washington, they've gone 4 of 6 in the field here in the second. Here's Wagner, and he takes the fantastic lead pass up strong for the slam.
Well, we know Mo Wagner is a sweet shooting big, but right there he says, you know, I can get off my feet too.
Now here's Rose. He's coming off a 28-point game against Brooklyn.
The other thing, he really changed the pace of the game when you consider how many free throws he shot. Drawing fouls is an art, and really he has mastered that part of the game.
There's Brown with the three. A three-pointer is right on target. Brown's got 9.
Well, just incredible instincts from Russell Westbrook. How about that pass? On time, on target, make it easy.
Mikhailuk passes to Rose. Rose double team. Pass to Grant. The offensive rebound. The kick out to Wright.
気がついたら体力が回らないんだけど、いつベンチに帰れるの?
Got it for his 4th field goal of the game on just 5 shots.
Well, DeLon Wright proving that he is more than capable of finishing with contact. That is well done.
Here's Hachimura. He's coming off a 10-point game against Minnesota.
And let's not forget about the assist. This guy is a playmaker, was a driving force for that offense.
Yeah, these defenders had better start closing down on shooting.
Pistons trail by 5. Rose scanning the floor. Right outside. Back to Rose. Buries it down low. Rose has got 4 points in the quarter.
DeLon Wright proving that he is an excellent decision maker on the offensive end. He made open, let me find him.
Back to Westbrook. Nice D from Rose. Detroit's gone 3 of 5 from beyond the arc so far tonight. Back to Wright. Pulls up. Rebound, Washington.
And if that's the best look you can get on a possession, what a waste of a trip down the floor.
Well, missed opportunities, and they can certainly add up. You cannot afford to take that kind of shot.
Oh, great ball movement there.
Pistons trail by 5. And the pass to Grant. Pass to Mikhailuk. Over Westbrook. And misses it off the right side of the rim.
Well, defenses are content to give up the mid-range, right? It's not the high percentage restricted area or the 3. You can see they're prepared to give up that shot. Well, everyone's seeking those high percentage looks in the restricted area. Nicely done there.
Outside Rose. He kicks to right. Down low. Double clutches. There it goes. It's in, and the Wizards' lead is cut down to 5 on the bucket from Derrick Rose.
Well, after a less than stellar start in the first quarter, you like to see that shot go down.
And as he gets older, we've seen Derrick Rose coming out of his shell a bit more. Early in his career, he was wary of strangers and the media. And guys, they continue to put a lot of pressure on the interior defenders with their work down low.
Time called here. The Pistons decide to talk it over. As the teams head into this timeout, a chance for the coaches now to map out some plays for the next few minutes and a chance for the players to rehydrate with some Gatorade. That's important if they want to make sure they don't wear down later in the game.
Absolutely. Over the course of a game, you have to stay hydrated.
And a new group getting ready for the Wizards. Thomas Bryant, he's checked in for Mo Wagner. Bertanis comes in for Hachimura. Beal's checked in for Troy Brown. And it's Ish Smith in for Russell Westbrook. And growing up, Derrick Rose protected by his family from the dangers of Chicago. Then, Greg, after starring at the University of Memphis, he was drafted by his hometown Bulls.
Anointed a savior from day one. And you talk about a life under the microscope. Sports writers picking him apart, rabid fans wanting a piece. In a lot of ways, it's probably better for him not playing in Chicago.
Bertans kicks to Beal, right at the free throw line. And it's Griffin with the rebound. Griffin's got 6 rebounds in the game. Guys, this offense very effective.
And guys, the defense has been no match. They've just picked them apart. And the rebound battle split evenly thus far.
And the bucket is good. 3-point play chance here for him.
You can see it. Once this guy gets his rhythm, he is so hard to slow down. What an excellent night for him and his team.
The Pistons making a change here. Hayes is checked in. Greg, I think of you in a New York Knicks uniform, legendary arena you played in. What was that experience like?
Kevin, intense. I remember the first time I suited up in a preseason game. We played the Dallas Mavericks. Both teams went up and down the court 3 times and nobody scored, and the fans started booing. And that's when I knew this is a little bit different. You better bring your A game.
And thicker skin.
That too, yeah. Fortunately, there was no social media or internet back then. Goodness gracious.
And he ends up missing both free throws. Washington leading now by 6. Smith wide open. He fired. And a miss there on the triple. Detroit's gone 3 of 5 from beyond the arc so far tonight. Here's Wright, and he overdid it there. Too much force, it looked like, on the foul, and he's called for the flagrant.
And, Kevin, that's a pretty dangerous play right there. I mean, I don't like to see a player put an opponent in harm's way, as much as you just saw him do there. Glad they pinned a flagrant on him.
Yeah, you're right, Greg. The officials were all over it. They weren't going to let him off the hook that time.
What you appreciate about DeLon Wright is he knows his role, and he's willing to star in his role. And the other part about it is he's been committed to his own development.
Jackson with it, picked up by Bryant. They grabbed their own miss. Here's Play. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
I mean, even from over here, you can see that one pretty clearly.
And he hasn't cashed in on his chances at the line, only making 1 free throw.
And not the guy you want to see at the line too often. Season numbers has him in the bottom tier of the league.
Gobby's checked in for Smith. And Junior gets it to go on the assist from Beal. Junior's got 11 here in this quarter alone. And so Griffin will bring it up for the Detroit Pistons. Next up for them, the Knicks coming out here to play. That game will be a quick pit stop before hitting the road again. Rebound, Washington. Bryant's got 6 rebounds here tonight.
He is just really almost playing for the other team. The shooting has just been poor.
I'll tell you, most of the time this guy's going to finish that, but that was tremendous defense that prohibits him from completing the play.
Plumlee dishes to Jackson. Out to the wing. Here's Hayes. Detroit, no good that time either. Wizards leading by 6. And here we go. Washington fast break. And that one's good, Junior.
Well, they're leading in large part because of the work he's put in this quarter. This is nicely done.
Passes it to Griffin. And then Griffin with the dunk.
And this is what happens when you let Griffin establish position. He will make you pay.
Here's Junior in for another field goal. A sublime 9 of 14 on the night.
They should continue to get the ball inside. The defense struggling to contain them.
Out left to the wing. Plumlee trying to break loose. Griffin's shot is off.
And the shots just continue to say no in terms of falling.
And that one's good, Junior.
Well, you love how Junior supports his team, sticks with the play the whole way, and finishes in transition.
Outside Jackson. Wizards leading by 10. And here we go again. Wizards in transition. Up the court they go.
And the way he was able to reach out towards that release had an impact.
Well, no question. He altered that shot, and most of the time, that's just as good as blocking it.
Abdias checked in for Davis Bertans. Right outside. Back to Hayes. That one dropped for his second bucket. Mark him 2 for 4.
And despite the hot start from beyond, they've gotten away from shooting the triple.
5-second differential between the shot clock and the game clock. Junior the pass to Abdia. Misses from close range. Pistons trail by 8. Hayes with it. He's got 5. Pass to Griffin. Over Abdia. And no luck with that time on the buzzer beater. Junior, he is feeling it tonight. All right, Dave, thank you. And time now for the halftime break with the third quarter. And we've got third quarter of basketball for you. 2 quarters in the books. You look Washington going with a whole new group here. Then for the Pistons, Plumlee is checked in for Griffin. And Hayes subbed in for Rose. On the court for the Pistons, Wright is out there with Hayes. Then there's Jahlil Okafor. Then there's Grant. And it's Plumlee in at the 5. And out of bounds as the Wizards gain possession. Wizards leading by 9. Smith dishes to Junior. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot 2. It's on Jahlil Okafor. A lot of great talkers over the years, trash talkers on the floor in this league. You think they do it more to get themselves going, Greg, or do they do it with the purpose of getting under their opponent's skin?
And Kevin, that's a great question. And believe it or not, you see both. I've seen guys who do it to get under your skin, but I've also seen guys that do it for their own benefit. That's how they derive their confidence. And so it's about you figuring out what works for you. I've seen some guys, they don't say smack. They don't say a word during the course of the game, but they will cut your heart out. So it's just about what fits your personality in terms of making you play your best.
I'm glad you don't trash talk here on 2K, Greg. I'll tell you that.
No, we don't do that.
Now, Wright, who's got 19. Here's Grant. Bertans grabs the board. Wizards leading by 9. Here's Junior, and he finishes nicely on the way. Junior's got 31 points.
Well, you love his effort level, right? Particularly when it's winning time. He is going for the finish.
And Hayes kicks to Grant. Okafor against Bertans. It's stolen by Bertans. And now Cobb pushing it up. No one back to stop him.
He's just showing off right now. When Cobb gets into the air, he's crafty with how he throws it down.
Here's Hayes. He has 5. The pass to Okafor. Right outside. Pass to Grant. 6 to shoot. Right, the pass to Okafor. No good from outside.
This guy cannot get started, and the offense overall has been a struggle because of it.
Nice shot by Smith.
The defense not putting up any fight on the inside. They've allowed 10 straight points in the paint.
Now a timeout called by Detroit. From the sideline, let's catch up with Hall of Famer David Aldridge.
Kevin, thank you. For the Pistons, rebuild has been a dirty word. But with all their injuries last season, staying in the playoff picture was out of the cards. This summer, with their highest draft pick in a decade, Motor City is hoping it will be back in the fast lane soon. Guys?
Building up that talent base. Thank you, David. Here's what Washington's going with right now. Mo Wagner's checked in for Avdia. And Bradley Beal subbed in for Ish Smith.
And hard to decide which was better, the pass, the catch, or the slam.
Oh, there's no wrong answer. Sensational alley-oop.
Man, have they been effective at getting the ball inside.
Pistons trail by 15. Grant outside. .149 left in the third quarter. Shoots over Beal. No good from Grant.
Listen, offensively, they're very comfortable with him taking that shot. It's a good look under very little pressure. He just can't convert.
Big miscommunication on defense. He recognizes it and quickly takes advantage.
And that's typical of this guy. He's always reading the situation, reacting quickly, and capitalizing.
Plumlee against Berton. Plumlee, no luck. Washington leading now by 17. Junior the pass to Bertans. He gets it in there.
Moving it around. 8 of their last 10 coming off assists.
And so it's Washington easily grabbing this one. They poured it out tonight. Dominant showing in front of a crowd that loved every minute of it.
And, you know, this game could really be a defining one for what they can do when they are playing at their best. I mean, being here at home no doubt helps, and the execution was flawless.
And that about wraps it up. For Greg Anthony, Doris Burke, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for watching. We'll see.
Hmm? なんかの準備が始まってる。
You scream, this Venus, I might tell a water on water, Katrina right there like it's tennis, no cat 20 down on the beat. I just pulled up with a diva, she bougie as they be leeching, they say that it's cheaper to keep her, it's cheaper to leave her. Italian linen, I'm clean as a freezer. I need no features, no cap when I'm preaching these facts.
I'm in 2K now, so.
It's really important in 2K for us to get the players correct, like all of their physical attributes. So what's one thing that 2K has to get right about your player in the game?
Probably my hair. I feel like I have a little bit too much hair. But other than that, I feel like they did a pretty good, a decent job, yeah.
What about badges and attributes?
A little bit better shooting.
Indianapolis, Indiana. That's the scene for the Wizards. Two steady shooters from outside. It's that time of the year. Happy holidays, everyone, from 2K Sports as we get set to bring you some mid-season NBA action. This is Kevin Harlan alongside Clark Kellogg and Greg Anthony. DA will join us tonight on the sideline. Hey, Dave.
Hey, Kevin, if you'll allow a DC kid to be a little parochial right now, while there are some basketball hotbeds throughout the world, Prince George's County in the heart of Maryland is among the finest. A litany of NBA players have come from PG, including Kevin Durant, Victor Oladipo, Markelle Fultz, Michael Beasley, and Quinn Cook. KD said, "It's just in the water. This is what we do." Guys?
Great stuff as always, DA. Thanks. Terrific talented backcourts tonight, Greg. Did it ever add anything for you playing across another top-level guard?
Listen, it raises the stakes, no doubt about it. You always want the opportunity to play against the best because you want to see where you stand. But in the end, even when you know a guy's better than you, and you're going to have that be the case a lot of nights, you still know that you will have an ability to impact the outcome when it comes to winning.
Some changes here for the Pacers. Doug McDermott comes in for Warren. And Jeremy Lamb subbed in for Victor Oladipo. And then for Washington, Ryan is checked in for Mo Wagner. Hachimura comes in for Bertzinis. And Junior subbed in for Brown.
They've been sensational on the backboard to start this game.
Yeah, sensational is a really good word for it. They're tearing it up on the glass.
Now Brogdon. 23 points for him the last game against the Hornets in Charlotte. The shot missing.
Well, you know, stopping him is never easy to do, but the defense was strong there.
Throws it up high, and the dunk by Hachimura.
And that play showcasing Hachimura's hops. He just pops up and slams that one home.
Brogdon the pass to Lamb. Brogdon outside. Over Westbrook. And the Pacers can't get it to go.
You almost have to assume he's going to knock those down when he is that open. You gotta love his hustle, leaving the defense no time to react.
And you know you're going to get those buckets, guys, when you're quick to get out on the break. Get that ball up the court as fast as you can.
Brogdon outside. Westbrook with the steal. Inside. And Junior with the basket on the assist by Westbrook. Now just a 2-point Indiana lead. And now we'll get perspective here on how the hustle game has been going for the Wizards.
They've come out in attack mode on the defensive end. They've applied pressure and forcing turnovers.
Something else they've done right so far from the get-go tonight is run. I mean, so much of their offense has come off the fast break.
And without a doubt, one of the big reasons why the Pacers were so tough last year was Domantas Sabonis. He continued to improve and was a statistical monster across the board.
And, you know, Greg, the biggest jump for Sabonis was on the glass. I mean, his rebounding went to another level. And he's a terrific rebounder at both ends, but especially at that offensive end. And he bangs that glass all the time. He attacks missed shots like his life depends on it.
And here are the Wizards now. They picked up 11 straight. Hachimura.
And you can see the floor awareness there. Junior more than capable of spotting the open teammate.
Guys, they're looking for a way to score here.
Yeah, they've had a tough time taking the lid off.
Here's Sabonis. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
Hey, well, you look at the development of Domantas Sabonis. If you thought he could be a franchise caliber player, we might need to reconsider that given his play last year.
And Sabonis drops them both. And Sabonis putting up all-star numbers last season. Greg, you and I think he's just getting started.
Yeah, I mean, Sabonis only dominates a few areas of the game. Not a big defender, but he could be a 25-14 type down the line. He's still under 25 years old and has room to grow as a player.
Now, here's McConnell. Not a lot of room. McDermott finds Lamb. 6 on the shot clock. And here's Sabonis. Indiana moving it around. And the Pacers can't get it to go.
Yeah, but the defense was determined not to give him an inch of free space. You can't leave someone open around Cobb. When you do, he makes sure to hurt you for that mistake.
Lamb with the bounce pass. The tray. Rebound, Washington. This their first chance this season playing the Pacers.
The game is the first of a 3-game season series for these clubs, both looking to take round 1.
First time you face a team in the season, that's when you're looking to take that mental advantage. Demonstrate you're better, and that could make it easier down the road.
The Wizards have gone 1 for 1, making their previous attempt at the line.
Yeah, and 79% from the line as a team a season ago. Pretty reliable in that regard.
Justin Holiday's checked in for Lamb. The importance of the three-point shot never greater than right now, and in your eyes, there are some players who are just absolutely dead, solid, perfect from distance.
No doubt about it. And you know, there's three guys to me, though, that kind of separate themselves. And it's one, because you have to honor their ability equally off the dribble, from three, and at attacking the paint. Steph Curry, James Harden, and Damian Lillard. Those three guys can all hit pull-ups and step-backs from range off the dribble. They all got great vision, you know, so they can take advantage of defenses that get caught loading a little too much. And then they also are terrific in the paint at getting to the free throw line. So those are the three guys, I think, that create the most havoc when you start talking about having to guard the three-point line.
And here's McConnell, still getting warmed up offensively. No scoring yet from him. Second chance shot, and that one is off. Now Washington takes it the other way. They put up a nice win against Detroit the last time out.
And guys, they walked into the arena with a certain kind of swagger, and we really saw it play out on the offensive end.
And, you know, confidence is key there. They seem to play with a ton of it, especially on the offensive end.
And how about Aaron Holiday, seeing that expanded role last season, moved into that backup point guard spot for the Pacers, and I thought he was solid.
I ditto that, Greg. I mean, he's a guy that's a natural playmaker. He's got a nice stroke as well, plays with confidence, and is really aggressive with the ball in his hands, which is what I like. And, you know, he's the third of three brothers that are playing in the NBA. He's a teammate with Justin. And I tell you what, when you're the youngest sibling, you got to bring that aggressiveness to the table every day.
Another bucket down low. They've been the aggressors, taking the ball inside and attacking at the rim.
You're exactly right. It's been all good at one end, and let's be diplomatic and just say not so good at the other end.
And that one gives them a +5 rebound advantage, Kevin.
Pretty clear. They're dominating that area. They've come out with a lot more energy and effort so far.
I tell you what, it's almost like stealing to watch how he plays the game from this seat.
Pass to Sabonis. No good that time. Some solid defense from Bryant. Fast break, here they come. Here's Junior, and he converts the layup. And now an 11-point Wizards lead.
That was all Junior there, working hard to get the shot in despite the aggressive defense.
Here's McConnell, and the last second attempt does not go in for him. And so it's Washington holding on to an 11-point cushion as we get ready to take a break. They've set the tone. They love the tempo. They're going to be very tough to stop. And we'll be back with you. And if you're like me and curious about Victor Oladipo's overall...
I think the biggest thing is just the relentlessness. No matter what's going on, no matter how hard you want to do well, or if you mess up, just keep going. Just keep playing hard. Just give it your all. And, you can live with the results after that because you know you gave it 110%.
And you know, Greg, Indiana ends up with a new group on the floor. So for the Wizards. And here are the Pacers now. Turner dishes to Oladipo. Warren trying to break loose. Not as good, and the Wizards lead is cut down to 5 on the bucket from Oladipo.
A tough start scoring the basketball, but they're starting to turn it around now.
Yeah, it looks like they've gained a little bit of confidence as the lid has come off the hoop.
Ogden and Oladipo, the backcourt duo. Lamb and Warren at the 3 and the 4. And it's Turner in at the center position. So that's the group out there for Indiana. Brogdon outside. Three-pointer. And Turner the bucket on the assist from Brogdon. That's 7 points for Miles Turner.
Man, love how Turner reads the defense, sensing and seeing separation as the pass was coming his way. Man, calmly pulling up for the shot. Nice.
And they keep hammering away at him inside, forcing the ball into the paint.
Oladipo taking his time here. Brogdon against Westbrook. Brogdon the pass to Turner. Westbrook with the block.
Hey, the athleticism of Westbrook not only on display offensively, he can throw shots out of there too.
Junior kicks to Beal. Westbrook dishes to Junior. Wagner with it. He's against Turner. Passes it to Junior. Now here's Beal. Just 5 on the clock. Here's Junior. Nice D from Oladipo. Warren with the ball. Westbrook picks him up. And then Oladipo with the jam.
Boy, he's got freakish athleticism, and you can see why he's participated in the slam dunk contest before. This guy can fly.
And it's Junior missing.
And guys, not sure where his head was on that shot. Not what his offense was designed to create.
Not at all. I mean, that's where they want him looking for a teammate, not trying to do it on his own. He needs to share the wealth there.
Oladipo misses. Washington leading now by 4. Junior the pass to Beal. And they call the foul, so he's got the and one chance here to make it a 3-point play.
Can't let Beal get that comfortable because he's so efficient once he gets in that area.
Hatchimer is checked in for the Wizards. Greg, you and I have talked about how the NBA Finals used to be tape delayed. What's the value of fans getting to see the broadcast live now as opposed to tape delayed as it was back in the 70s?
It's weird to even think that that's the case.
I know it.
You know, I think, Kev, that the fans, they just feel more connected to their favorite teams and players. It creates more anxiety, right? Because nowadays there's nothing that can happen that you don't know about it, whether you see it or not. So live sports, especially the NBA Finals, the anticipation, that anxiety that we talked about, man, I'm still a fan to this day in a different way. So I can only imagine when you have a personal vested interest in a team, what that's got to feel like.
Edge of your seat, you're right.
They're finding lanes to the hoop now with consistency. 5 buckets in a row from the paint.
And on the flip side, the defenders have to show more fight on the interior. They've got to offer more resistance here.
And a wide open look for Lamb. And the Pacers another 3.
You know, this is an area of his game that he's honing. Lamb knows he has to connect more from outside to help his all-around game.
Beal, the pass to Junior. Back to Beal. Takes the 3. Gets it to go from beyond the arc. Beal's got 6 here in this quarter.
And I like the fact that he really was unfazed by that scoreless first quarter. And now you can see him getting into a rhythm.
Pass to Oladipo. Brogdon outside. Good on the bucket. Brogdon's got 8.
He got off to a slow start. It took him a little while to get into the flow of this game, but he's turned it on here in the second.
Brogdon against Westbrook. Back to Beal. Good. Nice assist from Westbrook. Westbrook's got his 4th assist in this one.
You know, the second period's been much more kind to him than the first. I mean, let's see if he can keep it going and maintain this.
And the Pacers call time here. They defeated Charlotte in their last game.
And you gotta love a team that can maintain its composure on the road, take good shots, and knock them down with confidence.
Well, efficiency is critical, and I love how they ran their offense and got quality shots out of their sets.
Sabonis, he's checked in for the Pacers. Off the inbound. Shot is good, and the Wizards' lead is cut to just 5 points on the basket from Warren.
And really, the scoring this quarter has been just off the charts, doing all he can to bring them back.
Beal from long range. It's rebounded by Indiana. Turner's got his 5th rebound in this one.
And the rebound battle split evenly thus far.
Yeah, tit for tat on the glass. Just one more aspect of what's been a very closely contested ball game here.
To the inside. Junior kicks to Wagner. The Wizards working the ball around now. Beal, that's for 2. Again, the Wizards good for 2.
Boy, has he put his foot on the pedal here this quarter. He's doing a terrific job in terms of leading their offense.
Warren, the pass to Brogdon. Over Westbrook. The shot by Brogdon, no good. Hachimura against Brogdon. And it's Junior missing. 1 second left. And so it's the Washington Wizards bringing the... And if you're just joining us in this one, first half is in the books. One half. Entirely new group in now for Indiana. Doug McDermott, he's checked in for Turner. Justin Holiday comes in for Warren. Aaron Holiday is checked in for Oladipo. And it's T.J. McConnell in for Brogdon. Free throw drops from McDermott.
And when you think of McDermott, the first thing that comes to my mind anyway is three-point shooting ability. He's very effective spacing the floor.
So the Wizards 5 right now. Hachimura and Bryant are in the middle. Junior's out there with Kyle. And it's Avdia in at the small forward position. And now running up the court, Avdia pushing it up. There's the pass to Junior. Nailed from three-point land. Junior's got 11 points. And a breakdown here, guys. The hustle stats for the Wizards.
Contested shots and block shots. They're bread and butter defensively. They're giving up no easy looks.
And also, how about the points they've gotten in transition or on the fast break tonight? That's been a huge factor as well.
Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. And looking back at what was a stellar career, Greg, if there was one thing you could have done different, do you have anything on your mind?
You know, I would have loved to have had the opportunity to finish my career in New York. That was a special place, a special time. Unfortunately, that didn't transpire, but that's the one thing that stands out. That and obviously not winning a championship.
I can understand both of those.
Yes.
Wizards leading by 3. And a wide open look for Junior. Triple from the wing. Junior's got 6 points in the quarter.
Yeah, great outside shooting, really fueling this run.
Pass to Sabonis. Dishes at the land. Cobb comes with the double team. Holiday inside the line. Offensive rebound. Lamb, good. 7 points in the game.
You know, wanting to develop his interior game, Jeremy Lamb, shots like this will help him be more assertive in that area.
Now, here's Junior, guarded by Holiday. Avdia, the pass to Junior. The rebound by Holiday. Pacers trail by 4. Outside, Lamb. Shot clock at 6. Down low, Sabonis. Tries again. And he gets the basket. Officials blowing the whistle, so a chance at the line for one more.
You know, this has been a totally different half for him. He definitely looks more comfortable now, guys.
The Wizards making a switch here. Beal's checked in.
Hey, you got to think that expectations are always high for Sabonis as the son of one of the all-time great players. But you know what? He consistently has made his own mark and delivers outstanding performance.
Outside, Beal. And the Wizards hit again from deep.
How can you forget about him? I mean, he's not going to miss that open of a look.
Holiday looking for an opening. And the officials will call the illegal screen right there.
Beyond the leaning, you can see his feet more set on that screen. Easy call.
Yeah, I agree. You know, sometimes that can be a tough call for the refs to make, but not that time. It was easy there.
And we just got a second look there at the exceptional Mobile One block.
Every basket's a big one in a tight game, and he is not about to give up an easy look.
Here's Junior. Basket is good. He'll get a chance for one more at the line. The Wizards have attempted 11 free throws today and converted 8 of them.
What I love about Junior, he's got grit and tenacity. He's always looking for ways to improve.
Holiday with it. And it's sent back by Bryant. And he gets it back. Lamb finds Holiday. Back to Sabonis. Here's Lamb. Rebound, Washington. Bryant's got 14 rebounds tonight. Going after. And it's Hachimura in the corner. Cobb wide open. And again, Washington with the triple.
And they're getting their points now almost exclusively from the triple. 4 of their last 5 makes are from beyond the arc.
It's hard for me to watch this. I mean, the defense practically giving them those shots.
Outside, Lamb. And the officials calling for a 3-second violation. Mo Wagner's checked in for Bryant. Washington leading now by 10. At the top of the key, Cobb. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line. It's going to be on Jeremy Lamb.
Refusing to let the defense dictate to him. Cobb has no problem going at him and drawing the foul.
And Cobb drops both of them.
Impeccable from the line since halftime.
No misses yet. You can't do much better than that, guys.
Time called here. Indiana decides to talk it over.
And the lack of rim protection, top of the list.
Yeah, you know, let's look at the numbers, guys. I mean, they are being taken to the woodshed in the paint.
And here's Holiday, who will bring it up for the Indiana Pacers. A 12-point game. And at home for the next game, it'll be Detroit pulling into town. And that game is the second of 2 straight at home. Here's Sabonis. Indiana again missing.
Boy, you can just see the frustration growing on their faces. Nothing going their way.
You know, guys, no denying it's been a rough patch here. I think they've got to run whatever is best in their playbook to get a good shot.
Holiday brings the double team. Shot clock at 5. And that one is good from Bradley Beal.
Assists like that have typified their effort today. Terrific ball movement.
Really a prime example of the difference in how these teams have operated offensively. Much more individual play at the other end.
1:15 left to play in the third. Outside, Lamb. And it's wide right. Hits off the rim.
Boy, just not scoring with the efficiency he'd like to. Tough quarter for him.
Here's Junior. And they call the foul, so a chance at the line for one more coming up.
Boy, what a quarter for him. I mean, he's found his rhythm, and he's really riding that wave right now.
And some changes here for the Pacers. T.J. Warren, he's checked in for Justin Holiday. And Brogdon subbed in for Aaron Holiday. Lamb passes to Sabonis. Brogdon outside. Back to Sabonis. Brogdon looking it over. Over Junior. The shot by Brogdon, no good. Now 8 seconds separating the 2 clocks. And he's going up for the alley-oop. And the dunk by Hachimura.
Offensively, defensively, they are in total control.
And don't leave out the coaching staff here now. I mean, their game plan has been perfect.
Trying to end the drought, and Sabonis finishes it off. Sabonis has got 10 points here in the second half.
And not being as aggressive from the three-point line anymore. They had a lot more attempts in that first half.
And I just love the vision from Junior. That's the kind of teamwork his whole man would be proud of.
Here's Warren. There's the triple. And that shot was up in time, but doesn't go in. Junior, he is feeling it tonight and has been the drive. And 1 quarter to go in a game that to this point has not been an evenly fought contest. Pacers trail by 20. Our 4th quarter action underway, presented by Gatorade. All fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset the lineups. On the court for Indiana, Warren and Turner at the 4 and 5. Ogden and Oladipo, the backcourt duo. And it's Lamb at the 3.
Boy, mark it up, another one for Warren, but this is what he's built to do. Get buckets.
Here's Junior, and it's sent back by Turner. They recover it. For three, Westbrook, and the Wizards hit again from deep.
A slight rebound advantage for them. One more column in their favor, and it's all adding up.
Well, you take a look at all of the stats, the team stats, that is, and that's one of the many areas that they've had the advantage. And as a result, they've got a big lead.
Oladipo, good.
That's leadership. Doing what's necessary when it's necessary. Oladipo refusing to let the opponents get away with that.
And Brogdon comes over to help. Westbrook wide open. He fires. And the Wizards hit again from deep.
Yeah, those are starting to add up, guys. Up their last 5 baskets, 3 have been triple.
Oladipo finds Brogdon. Shoots the 3. Traps in the tray.
Brogdon knows he has the touch from there, so he's very comfortable launching the 3-ball.
Bounce pass from Westbrook. Beal the pass to Westbrook. Off target from three-point range. Pacers trail by 18. To the middle, here's Warren, and it's Warren with the jam.
This is the kind of unselfishness you love seeing from Brogdon, making sure he gets it to the open man.
To the paint, and he jams it with authority.
And really a good job spotting his teammate near the bucket and then just pinpoint passing for the finish.
We're about 2 minutes into the fourth quarter in this one. Oladipo dishes to Turner. And stolen by Wagner. And here we go, the Wizards fast break. Beal's running, and Junior throws it down.
Playing with so much confidence. When Junior finds his rhythm, he is a lot of fun to watch.
Oladipo outside. Just under 2.5 minutes gone here in the final quarter. Out to Lamb. Here's the 3. Now, here's Oladipo. He's covered closely, and he drops in the layup off the glass.
And he's really shot the ball well, but it hasn't been contagious.
Washington calls timeout. Greg, good to see Jeremy Lamb back on the floor after his injury. He can still be a productive wing, you think, off the bench for this team.
No doubt about it. More of a finisher for... And just an emotional return from injury for Oladipo last season. He missed over a year due to that knee, and just great to see the young man back on the floor.
Boy, it sure is, Greg. I mean, it didn't take long for Oladipo to show he's still an outstanding player. I mean, he means so much to this team when he's healthy. His energy is infectious, and he's a big-time playmaker and shot maker. It's really hard to miss a full year. But I tell you what, Oladipo did not look rusty for long.
Westbrook passes to Wagner. Now, here's Junior. He's guarded by Brogdon. A shot by Bertans. Nobody around. Wide open, couldn't capitalize.
And, you know, even though they're on top, they're winning. I mean, they could use more from him. Trying to shut the door on this one.
And here we go. Fast break. Junior's got it. Can't cash in from close range. And so it's McConnell with it. He'll bring it up for the Indiana Pacers.
Boy, he's able to burn you on the drive. Gotta like Brogdon being aggressive in these situations.
Wizards leading by 13. Over to the wing. And Brogdon comes over to help. Over in the corner, Brown. Cranes the three-pointer. Brown's got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3.
And perimeter scoring, I have to imagine it was a topic of discussion at halftime.
Certainly. I mean, they saw a weakness in the perimeter defense and took advantage of it.
Now, here's Brogdon. Defense right on him. Off target at the rim. Washington's gone 4-7 with the long ball here in the fourth quarter. Inside. Lays it up off the glass. And the Wizards lead by 18.
When you allow the scorers to get uncontested shots at the rim, no wonder you're losing.
You know, he should be getting extra attention from the defense, not less.
I mean, he is tearing the defense apart, and let's face it, they have not brought their A game on that side of the ball.
It was the exact same kind of offensive showcase for him in their last game, too. When it happens this often, that's not a pattern. That's a characteristic.
Washington leading now by 16. Pass to Junior. And Brogdon comes over to help. Here's Wagner. It's tipped. Brown outside. Pass to Westbrook. Just 5 to shoot. Over McConnell. That one a little long. Indiana's gotten off 4 3-pointers in the final quarter, and 2 of them have fallen.
And this is going to end in a lopsided victory. I love the tenacity and aggressiveness, as well as the ability to close. You really got to give it up here for Washington.
It didn't look like a game that was going to work out for them, but man, how things changed in a hurry.
Man, I'd say it was gutsy, Kevin, in terms of what they were able to do in that comeback. An incredible amount of fortitude when facing all of that adversity. And not just to come back, but how about to come back and win going away?
And so with this win, they'll move to 6 victories on the season.
And once it becomes official, this win gives them a nice confidence boost against this team. They'll face them twice more this season.
The stats tell us that the winner of the first game is a big favorite to come out on top in the overall series.
And we watched one guy all night long, guys, and look at the stats just confirms what a dominant game he had. What a night tonight it was for Junior.
A big part of their success was his ability to keep the ball moving, finding guys when they would flash open.
Well, I tell you what, coaches really love reliable shooters like Warren. I mean, he's a talented guy who can really get it done from anywhere on the floor.
And they can just let the clock run out here.
Cannot argue with the W.
Smith scanning the floor.
審判
And so it's Washington easily grabbing this one. A solid win on the road for them. This building was dead silent by the time, GA, this one wound down.
And that's what you want to do. Take the crowd out of it by crunch time. Don't give them any chance to lift their team up at the finish.
Thank you for joining us. That'll do it for now. For David Aldridge, Greg Anthony, and Clark Kellogg, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for being with us. We'll see you later.
相当厳しいけどね。30点かな。試合で30点取ったらボーナスをくれる。
Have you played 2K against any of your teammates thus far?
I haven't gotten a chance to this season yet, but I feel like definitely down the road we'll definitely get a game for sure.
Who do you think is going to be the best 2K player on your team?
Definitely me.
All right, so if you were going to pose for my team card, pose and pick.
At small forward, at the other guard position, Colin Sexton. At the other forward position, Kevin Love.
アウェイのチームは静かに紹介してる。大したチームではないかな。ホームのチームはあれだね。
Number 21, Lawrence Wagner. Starting at small forward,
9 inches, number 9. At the other forward position, standing 6'8", number 8, at the point guard position, at 6'3" number 4, Russell Westbrook. At guard, number 3 from the University of Florida,
Welcome and happy holidays from 2K Sports. It's time for NBA action. Along with Greg Anthony, Brett Berry, and our sideline reporter, and with Tip.
Kevin, thanks very much.
Oh, I love that story. David, thank you. And a look at the starters for the Cavaliers. Garland and Sexton man the backcourt. Okoro out there with Kevin Love. And it's Drummond in at the 5, down low. And for Washington, Rui Hachimura out there with Mo Wagner. Teams already exceeding expectations. Greg, their spirits are running sky high right now.
Kev, it's always a great feeling to come out strong, but it is hard to maintain that consistency. The teams that do, you know, they believe in themselves and they keep playing to their strengths.
Why is consistency so hard?
You know, because you're not playing against yourself, and we're human. And Kevin, as great as you are as a broadcaster, you probably have had some days where you didn't feel as good as you did other days, and it's no different for a guy competing at this level.
My friend, that's every day. Every day you don't feel good about it. But you grind, right? You just try to keep grinding.
Got to do it.
Back to Beal. Clock at 6. Shoots from the elbow. And that one hits back iron.
His touch from mid-range, that's almost always good. That won't shake his confidence.
Sexton the pass to Garland. Kicks to McGee. Sexton on the wing. He's covered by Beal. The shot by Sexton, no good. And so Westbrook will bring it up for the Wizards. Trailing by 2. Here's Junior. The Wizards with another miss. For Cleveland, they've gone 6 of 10 from the field in this ballgame. A floater. The kick out to Porter. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. And Kevin Porter Jr., all the issues you'd expect from a rookie, Greg. Unforced errors, a few too many fouls and turnovers. But as you and I were talking, and as the coaches told us, the upside is huge.
I tell you, Kev, his first step with the ball in his hands is incredible. Can burst by defenders like they're waiting at a bus stop. Once he matures, he's going to be a handful to deal with.
No coverage that time.
You can't leave someone open around Cobb. When you do, he makes sure to hurt you for that mistake.
There's Garland, and he banks in the layup. Garland's got 6 points.
This is a solid opening quarter right here. Very active and creating a lot of good opportunities for himself.
Fires the 3, and it's Junior missing. The Cavaliers leading by 3. And a wide open look for Porter. Here's Nance, and it's blocked. Passes it to Junior. Ball's knocked loose. Bertans kicks to Junior. The pass to Cobb. That one goes. Count it.
This team knows to feed Cobb every chance they get. He's just so reliable.
Porter against Brown. Now here's Junior. Guarded close. Porter with the steal. And Garland with a clear path to the basket. Finished off the break. He's got 8.
D has been just completely helpless and turned around. He's so dangerous when he's in this kind of rhythm.
Junior dishes to Bryant. A three. Offensive rebound. And that one is good.
And already they've taken out a noticeable advantage in terms of aggression and controlling the backcourt.
Here's Garland. 8 points for him. Pass to McGee. They double him with Junior. Garland with it. Working on Bryant. Garland, no good. Washington trailing. To the inside. Here's Cobb. Got a piece of it. And he's able to get it back. Here's Junior. That doesn't go in. Had a chance, though, to take the lead.
Time for some consideration in the passing category, maybe, Kevin. The shot is just not on. Get somebody else going.
For Cleveland, they have been perfect at the line so far. It's just 2 for 2.
And if we...
Cavaliers
Cavaliers have gone 6 of 8 from the free throw line tonight. And the free throw, no good.
And at last season's trade deadline, Andre Drummond traded away basically for a second-round pick, a shockingly low return for a guy who was once considered a franchise player.
And so in the game for the Cavaliers, they've got Drummond. Porter is out there with Colin Sexton. Then there's Kevin Love, and it's Okoro in at the small forward. Porter uses the glass to finish the layup.
And they've repeatedly probed inside in the first half, guys, and it's paid off.
And Greg, why is it that the Pistons got so little in exchange for Drummond?
Well, I think he was an impending free agent. I think Detroit looking to rebuild. Also, it says something about the center position in today's game.
The Cavaliers trail by 7. Outside, Sexton. Basket counts. Sexton's got 4 points this quarter.
Sexton covered tight. Didn't matter. Scores.
Outside, Beal. Hachimura, the pass to Junior. Now, Wagner. And a wide open look for Junior. Gets the three-pointer to fall. Junior's got the lead up to 8 now for the Wizards.
And you know, Tissot has a multitude of sports stars and other celebrities as their spokespeople. They added another recently. Junior has come in to represent the brand.
Greg, you have to appreciate Junior's team for seeking out deals like this one with Tissot. He continues to look for opportunities to grow his name. Love the pass to Sexton. Misses the three. Wizards leading by 8. Westbrook with it. 23 points for him the last game against the Pacers in Indianapolis.
You can't forget about all those well-timed swipes either. His timing on the defensive end was simply sublime.
Greg, when you played for the Knicks, I always heard that Charles Oakley would cook for the players. Is that true?
Absolutely. Oak was very particular about his food. And I got to tell you, he knows his way around the kitchen. And to be honest, I would never tell him otherwise.
Well, what was his specialty?
Whatever he made, it was special. It wouldn't matter.
Now let's go to the sideline and catch up with our Hall of Famer, David Aldridge.
Hey, Kevin, thank you. There will be a subtle but significant change on the court this season. Wilson is now the official basketball supplier for the NBA and its affiliated leagues. In fact, they were the association's original supplier starting in 1946. Now, after a nearly 4-decade hiatus, Wilson reclaims that position. Guys, back to you.
We appreciate that, David. Thank you. Westbrook against Sexton. Pass to Love. And it's Wagner with the rebound. And here's Westbrook. He'll bring it up for the Washington Wizards. They lead by 11, the largest margin of the game. Now, here's Junior. He had 22 points in the win against Indiana.
Nothing seems to be going down for him today.
It's Porter outside. Hachimura grabs the miss. Wizards leading by 11. Right side, Beal. This one for 3. Knocks down the 3 ball. Beal's got his third bucket of the night.
And with a smooth, fluid release, Beal's jumper does wonders for his team's offensive position.
Timeout called the Cavaliers. Garland, he's checked in for the Cavaliers. The Cavaliers trail by 14. Sexton deciding where to go with it. Knocked away. And stolen by Junior. Out to the right wing. Down low. Here's Hachimura. And that comes off the assist by Russell Westbrook. Westbrook's got 3 assists now in this one. The Cavaliers have gone 6 of 13 so far from the field here in the second quarter. Garland, the pass to Sexton. Here's Okoro. To halt the run. Unable to get that one. Great D that time from Beal.
I'd love to see them impose themselves a little more on the backboard. That's a great way to find confidence. Always a surefire way to get back in the game.
Down the stretch of last season, Greg, we saw some teams resting healthy players, even ones out of the playoff hunt. And they got fined. But is the amount, which I think is about $25,000, is that enough to discourage that tactic?
I don't think it is. Not when team revenues are measured in the hundreds of millions. You got to do more to keep them honest, but by the same token, if I got $200 million invested in the guy, I want to protect my investment. And so if I can rest them here or there and prolong their career, I think my organization is all the better for it.
Just 5 on the clock. The 10-footer. And that one is good from Bradley Beal. Beal's got 5 points now this quarter.
Yeah, and they're starting to warm up from the field this quarter.
They've been struggling here on offense.
Yeah, a bit of a dry spell for sure.
In the corner, Okoro with it. Buries it from 3-point range. Okoro's got 5 now.
Sexton working the ball to a teammate. That's what you want to see from him.
Outside, Beal. Pass to Junior. Westbrook with it. And he could not get that one to go. Out of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2.
Westbrook, former MVP, a remarkable combo guard, and we know he does a little bit or a lot of it of everything.
And they're really getting more points at the free throw line here in the second quarter.
Wizards making a switch here. Lions checked in. Then for the Cavaliers, JaVale McGee's checked in for Drummond. And it's Nance in for Kevin Love. And it's McGee with the jam.
It really does make the game easy for your teammates when you can lead them to the rim that well with the pass.
Yeah, great court awareness. Westbrook sizing up the D and doing a good job of locating the open man.
Here's Garland. 11 points in the game. 1:30 left to play here in the half. Shot clock at 6. Fires it up. Washington with the rebound. Bryant's got his 5th rebound in this one.
A slight rebound advantage for them. One more column in their favor, and it's all adding up.
And Matador defense, that's one of the easiest shots he is ever going to see.
Yeah, feels like Christmas right now, just gift wrapping points.
There's Garland. Goes back up, and it's sent back by Bryant. Outside, Beal. Westbrook kicks to Junior. From outside, off the mark.
You know, he's usually very reliable from out there, but tonight it's just not going down.
8-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. And Sexton has it in the corner. Sinks the three-pointer. Sexton's got 10 points.
And you know, he's enjoyed the kind of day you expect in terms of shooting the basketball. He can bring them right back into this game.
Bounce pass from Beal. Now, there he goes!
You don't want to be jumping on a play like that. Wow, he was up there, Kevin. I know it's just 2, but man, that's a nice 2. Westbrook with the insane creativity.
Guys, a big-time effort for Hendricks Cobb. Thanks for the great interview, David. And we'll be back for the third quarter of basketball. Well, we've got a second half of basketball for you. We think it's going to be pretty good. A big comeback, though, is needed for the group getting ready for the Wizards. Davis Bertans checks in for Mo Wagner. Brown comes in for Hachimura. Cobb's checked in for Bradley Beal. And Junior subbed in for Russell Westbrook. And the Cavaliers will go with a different look here. JaVale McGee's checked in for Drummond. Nance comes in for Kevin Love. Cedi Osman, he's checked in for Okoro. And Kevin Porter's subbed in for Garland. And good that time.
When you finish through contact like that, it's really a tough thing to do. And Junior's showing he has it.
Cobb is out there with Junior. Then it's Troy Brown. Then there's Davis Bertans. And it's Avdia in at the 4 spot. That's the group on the floor right now for Washington. Sexton dishes to McGee.
Colin Sexton forced into the role in Cleveland with tons of minutes, but also having to orchestrate the offense for a very young team.
And here's Junior. He has 6. Rebounded by McGee. McGee's got his 7th rebound of the game with that last one. Here's Sexton. And Sexton slams it in.
Well, this is the one guy you did not want to see get started. He started.
Here's Junior. The pass to Bertans. Junior with it. Pass to Cobb. It's up a 3. Hits the 3-point bomb. Cobb's got 15.
Well, Cobb right now hitting from range. He's practically unguardable.
Now here's Porter. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass. Porter's got his 2nd bucket.
They are just killing them on the interior.
Wizards leading by 16. Now Junior. There's the 3. They get it back. McGee with the block. And here's Sexton. Here's Osman. And he buries that one, drilling the rim on the way down. Osman's got his first bucket in this one. Here's Junior. He's got 6. Lets the 3 fly. Rebounded by McGee. McGee's got his 8th rebound here tonight. Here's Osman. Hands it from downtown. Osman's got 5 points in the quarter.
Their 3-point percentage has taken a big leap here in this second half.
And it's Junior missing.
Maybe a time to rest him right now. Just give him a bit of a breather. Try to help him get back on track.
Pass to Sexton. Cleveland moving it around. Nance passes to Porter. Back to Nance. Outside, Sexton. And the 3 off target. Washington leading now by 11.
The Cavs really took a long look at Colin Sexton last year as a playmaker. And it seems like he's moving more and more into that role of being a microwave scorer.
Junior the pass to Avdia. Just 4 to shoot. And that one's good, Junior.
Trying more and more to utilize the 3-pointer. It's a good idea. That's his 2nd 3 of the game. 1 in each half.
And Brent, the numbers for Sexton back that up. He's a great scorer, as we know, but his assist totals are low.
And this is why I think, Kevin, there's a lot of consideration where Sexton might move naturally into that guy that comes off the bench and creates disruption with his offensive output. Feels like a lot of Lou Williams type of moments could be ahead for a player like Colin Sexton.
Time called here. The Wizards decide to talk it over.
And coach can't be happy, and I think I know why. Their defense putting up no resistance inside.
No, they're not preventing them from scoring, and if you can get to a high-efficiency shot on the floor, and that's the paint, you just keep going.
Thomas Bryant, he's checked in for the Wizards. Here's Junior. Misses the 3. The Cavaliers trail by 11. Sexton the pass to Nance. And the jam by Larry Nance.
It's just so easy the way Larry Nance Jr. just gets up off the floor.
The Wizards shooting around 44% in this third quarter. Junior with it. He's got 9. Outside Bryant. Here's Junior. Fouled on the shot and picks up 2 points. So 1 free throw coming up.
I mean, could we say he was playing possum a bit there in the first half? Because it seems to be a different guy out there, way more assertive.
Well, in the free agent race last year, for your money, Greg, who would you have rather taken? Kawhi and PG, Kevin Durant and Kyrie.
Ooh.
Wow.
I tell you what, it's a tough call. You know, Kawhi's got a couple finals MVPs. KD's got a couple. Kyrie's got a ring. It's a tough call. I mean, PG is more than capable, man. I think it's a toss-up, partner.
I agree. I'm going to agree. Shoots from the right block, and it's Bertans hitting it to go. Bertans got 7 points for the quarter. The Cavaliers trail by 12. Sexton the pass to Porter. 1:14 left to play here in the third. That's tipped, and it's out of bounds. The Cavaliers able to retain possession here for the Wizards. Hachimura is checked in for Davis Bertans. Beal comes in for Avdia. And Russell Westbrook is subbed in for Khan. Cleveland also making some changes. Okoro comes in for Jetty Osman. And it's Garland in for Porter. There's Garland. The shot, no good. Good work defensively by Bryant. And so Bryant will bring it up for the Washington Wizards. Earlier in the game, they had a 19-point lead.
And showing some toughness on that take. Hachimura, these kinds of buckets can energize a team.
Now, here's Garland. He's tightly guarded.
Well, his shots aren't dropping, and they haven't been able to keep pace, but they trust him enough to keep going to him, see if he can find it.
Right side, Bryant. Yep, that one goes in there. And the Wizards lead by 16.
Offensively, defensively, they are in total control.
Yeah, the other team a bit concerned here. They're trailing, and the lead seems to be growing.
McGee with it. Westbrook picks him up. Here's Garland, and it's good. 2 points. Garland's got 13.
And not relying at all on the three-point shot. They may want to rethink about stretching the defense a bit like they did in that first half.
That's a good play. Junior setting his feet, squaring his shoulders. Very fundamental on that shot.
High post try. The shot, no good. And so, guys, it's Junior making things happen for Washington. He comes away with 11 points in the quarter and is showing no... And let's take now this moment to bring up our State Farm assist of the game.
And definitely deserving of the prize tonight. How about the read he made here? Looking like a point guard with the pass right on the money.
So helpful to the offensive versatility when your bigs can create, freeing everybody up, and that cut was wide open.
And with the fourth quarter upon us, time is running out for this game to become competitive. And Cleveland looking at who they've got to start the fourth quarter. Garland and Sexton man the backcourt. Hands out there with the Okoro. And it's Drummond in at the center, locking down the middle.
What I love about Junior, he's got grit and tenacity. He's always looking for ways to improve.
Passes to Drummond. Now, here's Garland.
Selected 9th overall in the 2012 draft, Drummond's carved out a nice NBA career for himself.
He misses the free throw. Mo Wagner's checked in. Westbrook kicks to Junior. And that comes off the assist by Russell Westbrook. Westbrook's got assist number 7 for him tonight. The Cavaliers trail by 19. Now Okoro. Now the pass to Drummond. He's looking for love and finds him. Shoots over Hachimura. The 3. McGee's shot is off. Washington's gotten off to an 0-for-2 start from downtown here in the fourth quarter. And again, Washington with the triple.
It's been this way since halftime. Tremendous production from beyond the arc.
Yeah, pretty infectious right here, guys. In good spirits and percentages from downtown on the rise in the second half.
To the left wing. Love against Hachimura. No good again that time.
A lot of defenders choose to just back up off of him when he's in that tight, try to avoid the and one, and this time they're not backing off.
And that one's good, Junior.
And now you see them starting to really work the ball inside.
Well, the Cavaliers shooting it pretty well, close to 50%. And here is Okoro. Here's Drummond. Love at the elbow. Shot clock at 5, and he gets contact and the whistle on the shot. 2 shots coming up. And there's the call on Washington with the foul.
Love is confident when it comes to attacking the defense, especially when he gets closer and closer to the rim.
And the Cavaliers with some changes. Colin Sexton, he's checked in for Nance. And it's Garland in for JaVale McGee. Pass to Avdia. Wizards passing it around. Westbrook dishes to Junior. Back to Westbrook. Pass to Wagner. For the 3. That's good, and so Westbrook comes up with the assist. Westbrook's got his 9th assist in the game now. Cavaliers shooting in the fourth quarter down around 31%, not playing with as much energy here lately. Garland, the pass to Drummond. Here's Sexton. Count the bucket, coming off a perfectly placed assist. 25 points for Colin Sexton. And it's Washington's ball. They're on a 12-4 run. Back to Westbrook. And the dunk by Westbrook.
At this point, I don't know what you can do to slow this team down.
Well, nothing that they're doing seems to be making an impact. And there are some nights where you just run out of options, whether it's by personnel or by tactic.
Here's Drummond, and foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. Well, the superstar players always get the headlines, but you need more great role players, it seems, as you look at the history of champions, to win. So that being said, Greg, what kind of role players do you look for?
You know, Kevin, it starts on your best player, and I think you go from there. Obviously, in today's game, spot-up shooting is critically important. And then you got to factor in versatility. You need guys that can guard multiple positions, that give you some rim protection, but obviously that can also shoot the basketball. And I think it's critical having that instant offense guy coming off the bench as well to when your team's in a bit of a funk, somebody you can trust to kind of light a fire.
Good point. Greg, you know, we're seeing players take control of their free agent destiny. Do players get a bad rap for that and switching teams?
Listen, I don't know if you get a bad rap, but you're going to catch the wrath of the fan base. You think of Paul George in Indy or KD in OKC, and fans, they're going to feel jilted. There's no doubt about it. They're going to feel scorned.
Yeah. Here's Smith, and the Wizards getting another bucket right there.
Yeah, he's got to knock that down if you give it to him. Uncompetitive there defensively.
Defense also looking defeated. The lack of hustle is driving the coaching staff a little bit batty right now.
Passes it to Windler. Back to Exum. There's the pass to Osman. And that comes off the assist by Exum.
You can't just stop when there's a pick set up. Gotta fight over it as a defender.
That's one that the coaches will watch tomorrow with that player. You hate to see him give up in that situation.
Now here's Junior. He's guarded closely. Jacks up a 3. And the call will be against Robin Lopez. That's his first foul of the game, and the bonus will go to the free throw line. Cleveland's gotten some tough luck from three-point range. In the fourth quarter, they've hit just 1 of 6 from deep. Maker kicks to Osman. It's stolen by Smith.
Yes, and with this one winding down, it's obvious to everyone who watched it. Just a total mismatch and a true show of strength for Washington.
You don't see this kind of a blowout often, but tonight this is a quality win across the board to deliver out this kind of punishment.
They definitely never changed the approach. They just kept after it and showed they were clearly the better team in just about every single category.
And now, for the year, this is going to take them to 7 wins.
And once it becomes official, this win gives them a nice confidence boost against this team. They'll face them twice more this season.
And we watched them all night long. No one could really stop them. Just another excellent game it was for Russell Westbrook.
So sharp on the passing tonight. You know, guys can get into a rhythm that way, too.
6 to shoot. Here's Dotson, defended by Bryant. 40 seconds left to play here in the fourth. Outside Robinson. Back to Smith.
Right here.
Pass to Junior. The kick out to Bryant. Beyond the arc. Connects from three-point range.
This arena was rocking throughout the night. You could really feel the energy.
A huge motivation, always great for a young team, but veteran players also appreciate when fans come with that kind of energy and get into the spirit of the game.
Here's Osman. Exum with it. Over Smith. And so it's Washington easily grabbing this one. And the outcome of this one was never in doubt.
And boy, they really put in a supreme effort. It just felt like once they had that lead and it was comfortable, they were not going to relinquish it.
And that about wraps it up. So for David Aldridge, Greg Anthony, Brent Barry, and the whole 2K Sports crew, this is Kevin Harlan.
今日はもう1試合やって終わりにしましょう。
You said that you'd want to take the court with Michael Jordan. Have you met the man yet?
I have not gotten to meet the man yet.
When you do meet him, you're going to have some butterflies?
Being a big fan of him growing up, definitely.
I've only been there a week, but what's the big...
A terrific evening look at Old Town there, the historic city of Boston. Now it's ended down to David Aldridge standing by for the sidelines. David?
Hey, Kevin.
It sure has. Thanks, DA. So look at the starters for the Wizards. Hachimura and Bryant are in the middle. Bradley Beal is out there with Russell Westbrook. And it's Avdia in at the small forward position. And for the Celtics, Walker and Smart, the guard. Around the small floor with Tatum holding down the 4 spot. And it's Thompson in at the 5 down low. The great fans and players alike are excited for tonight. This is just not another game on the schedule. Substitution going with almost an entire new group. Robert Williams is checked in for Thompson. Williams comes in for Jason Tatum. Ojale is checked in for Smart. And it's Teague in for Kemba Walker.
Well, you have to like their work on the boards, Kevin, particularly here to start the game.
Teague left side. That's a miss. He's made one and missed one. And even 3-on-3 break. Here's Junior, and he drops in the layup off the glass.
Wow, Junior just shrugs off the contact, committed to getting to his finish.
And Teague's got the ball here for the Celtics. 4-point game. Passes it to Ojale. Outside Williams. Kicks it to T. 5 to shoot. Up and in, off to an efficient start. 2 for 3 from the field.
Well, Jeff Teague is one of the tougher players in the league, despite his size, and he did a good job finishing through the contact.
Now, here's Junior. Teague covering. Wagner passes to Cobb. Here's Junior. Williams with the block.
A main staple in Williams' game, that sixth sense for when to rise up and deter those shots.
A tremendous Mobile One block that we had to see again. Great send back.
And you can see the mindset he has. When the game's this close, he's going to bring it at that end of the floor.
And he hits it to tie the game up.
Okay, listen, you got to body him up when he's in the paint. If you play off of him, then that's just 2 easy points.
Junior the pass to Wagner. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
And an aggressive mindset of Wagner. I mean, when he attacks the defense, he gets these calls.
And he's got his first free throw of the game. So he gets them both.
Oh, he's such a good free throw shooter. I mean, it frees him up to be as aggressive as he wants in the post.
Here's Pritchard. 8 points his last outing on the wing Brown. And there it is for him.
Boy, I tell you, when Brown shoots in rhythm, he shows terrific form, terrific confidence.
And I remember a lot of scouts wondered whether Brown could ever become a 20-point-per-game scorer. That question was answered in only his 4th season.
Oh, yeah, it didn't take long for him to answer that question. And he did it in a variety of ways. He hit more threes, drew more fouls, did a better job of converting at the rim. The scary part is, it feels like he's just getting started.
Ojale kicks to Brown.
His field goal percentage has dipped this quarter. I mean, his movement has to be better. He has to find the open spots on the floor.
And Cobb gets it to go.
Inside, outside, you name it. Cobb will attack the defense from just about anywhere.
1:56 left to play in the first quarter. And there's the pass to Pritchard. Outside Williams. Unloads from 13. The shot by Ojale, no good.
That's a break for the D right there. I mean, he takes advantage of open looks inside more often than not.
It's picked off. It's Brown with the drive. Happy to see that one go in for a second make in 5 attempts.
Oh, not at all afraid of contact. Brown is aggressive driving to the basket.
Junior with it. He picked up 21 points in their last win against Cleveland. Brown with the bounce pass. This one for 3. And Junior with the basket on the assist by Cobb. Junior's got his second bucket of the night.
Well, as a defender on a guy like Junior, you just can't let the shooting get comfortable. You can't let them catch and shoot.
Pritchard. Here's Williams. And the rebound paying off as they pick up 2 on the second chance bucket right there.
And there's a pattern starting to take shape here. They're working it inside and getting good shots from close range.
Junior the pass to Brown. Dishes it to Junior. He kicks it to Cobb. To the left side wing. Down to 5 on the shot clock. And finished off by Berton.
And coach can thank Junior's vision for this one. Watches how the floor is moving and spots the open man.
Shot and game clock separated by 5. Here's Pritchard. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. That one on Cobb. This is his first free throw of the game. And he knocks down the first one. And Washington making a change here. And that one goes in. 2 from the line that time. And it's Smith with the ball. He brings it up for the Washington Wizards. Pass to Junior. Off the mark there with the three-point shot. Here's Pritchard. And he was able to put it up in time, but doesn't fall.
Oh, I love that activity from Smith, using all his speed and length.
And still a close game as the first quarter comes to a close. Wizards lead by 1. After this break, we'll be back with the start of the second.
I'm the youngest of 4 boys. So, as anybody who has siblings, older, younger, you.
And no question, Smart is considered one of the toughest guys, Greg, in the NBA.
You have to love his passion, his willingness to sacrifice his body for the team on a nightly basis.
Some good action already in this one, but a fairly even matchup after the first quarter of play. And taking a look at the Wizards' performance here, guys, what are your thoughts?
Well, when you control the glass, you control the second chance opportunities on both ends.
They've been quicker to the ball, showing great anticipation and terrific hustle.
Williams is out there with Ojale. Then there's Jaylen Brown. Then it's Williams. And it's Pritchard in at the point guard position. That's the Boston Five. And on our sideline, our reporter, David Aldridge.
Hey, guys, if you can believe it, before Jaylen Brown went to the draft, one executive said the Cal Berkeley star was too smart. Brown says when athletes are also informative, it can intimidate. We get pushback for our outside interests. The whole shut up and dribble movement is big, and I'm a part of that movement. Guys?
Strong story, DA, there. Thanks. Bertans kicks to Junior. Pass to Smith. 5 on the clock. Nice ball movement by Washington. And that one's good, Junior.
Relentless at both ends of the floor. I mean, Junior pressures teams from the opening tip to the final buzzer.
Celtics trail by 3. Brown the pass to Ojale. Now Williams. Here's Brown. Good. Great play by Williams to set it up. Brown's got 8.
They should continue to get the ball inside. The defense struggling to contain that.
Brown finds Smith. Now, here's Bertans. He's guarded by Williams. Pass to Smith. Fires the 3. Jaylen Brown with the rebound. The Celtics have gone 2 of 3 from the field here to open the second quarter. On the wing, Brown. And the basket is good, and he's got a chance here for one more at the line.
強いね。本当に。
Here's Ojale. He's been quiet so far. Still no points in the game. The Wizards with the lead. Cobb kicks to Junior. The pass to Wagner. The dish to Cobb. And he drops it in from the low post. Cobb's got the lead up to 4 now for the Wizards. Boston's gone 1 of 3 from way outside since the start of the second quarter. Here's Pritchard. He's defended by Wagner. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
A serious talent when Robert Williams is healthy. He makes his presence felt. Has great length and lift off the floor. Defensively, he protects the rim and even blocks shots out on the perimeter.
1:57 left in the first half. Now, Junior. He's got 7. From deep. It's in the bucket for his 4th field goal. Shooting at a 4 of 9 clip. And then offensively, Williams is mostly a rim runner at this point. Greg, there are signs that the jumper is coming along.
Yeah, you know, when he was drafted at the end of the first round, there was a lot of talk about rebuilding his shot mechanics. And that's still a work in progress. But where he's really impressed people is with his passing. He has terrific instincts for the game.
To the middle. Here's Wagner. The shot will not fall. Now the Celtics take it the other way. They want to keep it rolling here following the win against Dallas.
And guys, they walked into the arena with a certain kind of swagger, and we really saw it play out on the offensive end.
They looked totally in sync. They knew what they wanted to accomplish, and then they went out there and did it.
I wonder what the score would be if they weren't controlling the backboard.
Junior with it, picked up by Teague. It's good. Now it's a 7-point Washington lead.
The ball movement on this run has been fantastic and is a big part of why they've been able to get these good looks.
Right side Teague. The kick out to Williams. Fires the three. Teague can't hit.
Nothing seems to be going his way this quarter.
Awful display from him so far, but you know he's going to keep working to try to turn it around.
Yeah, they've gone away from the triple as they look to protect this lead.
And here is Teague. He's got 6. They need this. And we've reached halftime in this one. Washington. Thank you, David. And we'll be right back after halftime to start. And we hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. We're halfway through the game. Shoot. Changes for Boston. Robert Williams, he's checked in for Thompson. Williams comes in for Marcus Smart. And it's Teague in for Kemba Walker. And a new group getting ready for the Wizards. Mo Wagner's checked in for Bryant. Brown comes in for Avdia. Junior's checked in for Bradley Beal. And it's Ish Smith in for Russell Westbrook. So on the floor for Washington, we've got Mo Wagner on out there with Rui Hachimura. Then it's Junior. And it's Smith in at the point. Brown the pass to Teague over Smith. Here's Tatum. It's another look. The shot by Williams, no good.
Just a solid performance on the interior. The rebounding has been off the charts. And guys, not sure where his head was on that shot. Not what this offense was designed to create.
Come on, you can't be selfish. You got to be willing to make the next pass. Otherwise, you're just predictable. Oh, he found the open space from mid-range. Just maybe rush his release a little bit.
Here's Junior. Williams with the block. Brown with it. Picked up by Brown. The lead now in single digits. Brown's got 6 points in the quarter.
Well, you see the confidence building Brown offensively. First it was taking over stretches. Now it's taking over games.
Now here is Smith. Hachimura kicks to Junior. Lays it up and banks it in. Junior's got the lead up to 11 now for the Wizards.
And look how Junior's ability to read the defense pays off. Finds an opening, and bam.
Tatum against Brown. A second chance effort. Williams' shot is off.
Playing him tough inside and preventing the layup. Got to get the whole team pumped up.
The basket counts and 1. He'll go to the line with a chance to make it a 3-point play. Ojale is checked in for the Celtics. Then for the Wizards, Bertanis, he's checked in for Rui Hachimura. And it's Cobb in for Smith. Ray, can you really compare players from completely different eras? I mean, people love to talk about the greatest of all time.
You know, Kev, some players do transcend eras. There is no doubt about that. Wilt's a great example, and there are many others. But in reality, to your point, the style and the way in which the game was played was so different that it isn't fair. I mean, all you can be is the best of your generation or one of the best, and I think that should stand no matter what the conversation is.
Like, there's no doubt in your mind Oscar Robertson could play in this era as well as he played when he played.
No doubt. Bill Russell, all those guys,
yes,
they're truly
yes.
great ones. So much of your ability to perform at a high level is built around your confidence and your belief in your abilities. And those guys had it as much as anybody who's ever played the game.
Oh, what incredible precision. Brown cutting the D to pieces in his passing.
Right wing. Junior with it. Picked up by Brown. And the ball's tied up, so we'll have a jump ball. And now let's revisit that exceptional mobile one block.
And when you're behind in the game, that's what you've got to do. Contest every shot.
Washington with the ball. Vertinez passes to Cobb. Here's Brown. And Brown throws it down.
What speed in transition. Brown just slashing down the court for the high percentage shot.
Now, here's Junior. Teague covering. Junior kicks to Wagner. Brown dishes to Junior. A shot's good. Brown making the play. 19 points for Junior.
Wow, I love everything Junior is doing tonight. Playing with intensity and getting big buckets.
Pass to Tatum. Pass to Williams. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
Well, he is a behemoth in the paint. Once Williams establishes himself, you almost have to foul him.
Boston making a switch here. Walker's checked in. Abdiaz checked in for Washington.
And they're controlling the boards, Kevin. That's +5 in that category.
And it's Walker with the ball, bringing it up for the Celtics. They trail by 9 points, and Teague has it in the corner. That one rolling around and rims out.
Just not much success when it comes to shooting.
And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up.
And this is why you must clog the lanes. Once Junior spots one, he forces you to be aggressive defensively.
And both free throws good for Junior. Boston's gone 2 of 3 when they ventured outside the arc in the third quarter. Tatum with it. He's picked up by Cobb. Tatum finds Teague. Now here's Williams. Passes it to Tatum. Over Cobb. It's rebounded by Cobb. And there's 1:45 left in the third quarter of the game. It's good. Cobb's got 8 points.
This system is set up perfectly for him today. I mean, it's allowing him to find a lot of good shots.
Walker the pass to Williams. Tatum on the wing. Brown outside. Just 5 on the clock. The pass to Williams. Shoots over Brown. The shot by Williams, no good. Wizards leading by 13. Down low, here's Vertinez, and finished off by Bertans.
The D just kind of stepping aside and letting him get to the rim.
There's a reason, GA, the lead is what it is right now.
The coaching staff has to be upset. You can't give the opposition easy baskets like this.
They blow the whistle just as he gets it off. That's 2 points with a chance for another one at the stripe.
Yeah, I love how Teague was able to shield off the defender and still go up and finish for a chance at the three-point play.
Junior with it. He's got 21. Cobb in the corner. Williams with the block. To the wing right side. Here's Bertans. To the paint. And stolen by Tatum. Outside Teague. Outside Tatum. And it's blocked. It's Junior, top of the key. Finished off the break. 23 points for Junior.
Good eye from Cobb. Spotting the wide open man. Sets it up perfectly with that pass.
And so it's the Washington Wizards with a 14-point lead as we bring the quarter to a close. While we have the chance now, folks, let's go to our State Farm assist of the game.
And I'm glad this was the pick because I love this pass. Such a great dish. That's what I call court vision.
Well, it's also called making a good read, understanding where everyone is and taking full advantage. Fantastic.
And there have been two very different performances from these teams today as we get going in quarter number 4. Brown the small forward with Tatum holding down the 4 spot. Walker and Smart the guards. And it's Thompson in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. That's the Boston 5. And Cobb gets it to go.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
Walker the pass to Tatum. He dishes it to Thompson. Slammed home, and he draws the foul. Chance for another point at the free throw line. Greg, the NBA under Adam Silver has been aggressive, looking for ways to enhance the product and attract fans. Where do you fall on that point? Push the envelope, or don't rock the boat, or maybe somewhere in between?
I think it might be somewhere in between. These days, people's attentions can be pulled in so many different directions. I think they're smart to not rest on their laurels and to continue to try to evolve, but with that evolution, sometimes it's not going to come over as well as they would like. But I'm a fan of some of the experiments, I should say, that we've tried thus far, and I hope the league continues to push the envelope.
That's a good thought. Westbrook can't get it to go.
He'll breathe a big sigh of relief if they hang on to win this game. He's not done much to contribute tonight.
Here's Smart. Kept alive. Thompson. Nice work on the boards. Paying off with the basket. Thompson's got 5 points now this quarter.
Look, Thompson's getting after it. The highly skilled offensive rebounder crashes with power.
Avdia, the pass to Junior. Here's Hachimura. Kicks it to Avdia. 6 on the shot clock. To the inside. And Bryant the bucket on the assist by Avdia.
The assist totals, Kevin, just continue to grow. They're way ahead in that category. Ball movement has been flawless.
Thompson against Bryant. There's the lob to Brown. Takes the alley-oop pass and dunks it down.
Oh, the breathtaking athleticism of Brown. I mean, just incredible at rising up and packing a punch on these dunks.
Bryant's shot is off.
He doesn't get the finish, but the D's got to be quicker to rotate and stop him from getting to the rim.
Tatum with it. Now Avdia defending. Shot's good by Walker.
He's been a different player since halftime, coming on strong.
And here's Westbrook. He'll bring it up for the Washington Wizards. Earlier in the game, they held a 25-point lead. And stolen by Tatum. Smart finds Tatum. Good, and Smart gets the assist.
I mean, see the strength of Tatum already. Long shoulder, able to make shots through contact.
Inside. And that one's good, Junior. Junior's got 13 points here in the second half alone.
Big miscommunication on defense. He recognizes it and quickly takes advantage.
Yeah, they're pouring it on right here. Trying to give the opposition no light at the end of the tunnel.
And now a moment to present the New Balance Player of the Game, Junior.
And guys, no doubt who our pick was going to be. He's made everyone else on the court look like they're playing at half speed. It's been total domination, and you can't help but just sit back and admire that performance.
These fans have been stunned by his performance. Of all the players they thought might do the most damage against him tonight, his name was not high on that list.
The edge on the glass is the difference. It's allowed them to build this lead.
Tipped away, and we're going to have a jump ball. It's tied up there. It's the Wizards now. Robinson kicks to Junior. The Wizards need to get a shot off here. And that one's good, Wagner.
I mean, Wagner can hit a long jumper, but he's at home inside.
Here's Pritchard. Dishes to Langford.